I be having my son Cameron on the podcast sometimes. He's 23 now. He's actually the reason I started this.
Oh, for real?
He's always talking about he wanted to do it.
Right.
Like,
There's a lot of people want to do it, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Y'all are here at the Smoker in 420. As y'all can see above me, hey, that means you're watching Mike and Juju Smoker. I am your boy and your host, Mike. We got our special guest right here, Grain to Grip, Brian Woodard. What's up?
What's happening, people? How y'all doing today?
And
glad to be with y'all.
Brian brought his homeboy. You want to introduce your homeboy?
Mr. No Name.
That'll work. That'll work. We keep it that way then.
Yeah.
You already know.
Let's get it going.
All right, guys. As always, these lives are for entertainment purposes only. That means if we do not tell you it is a Bigger's production or a Mike and Juju's production, we do not own it, y'all. And big shout out to all our subscribers, all 770. We appreciate y'all, man. Keep liking, keep sharing, smash that notification bell down. And if y'all haven't subbed up yet, what are y'all waiting on? Come be a part of the community. We welcome everyone, guys. And always remember, just because it is a medicinal channel does not mean you got to be a smoker to be part of the community, y'all. Come check us out now.
Head off.
All right. Brian Woodard in the house.
Hey, man, what's up, man? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? It's great to be on the show. First of all, shout out to Mike and Juju for having me up in here. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Real love, hometown. I grew up with Mike like a brother. You know what I mean? So
we all about hometown, man.
Yeah, and it was only right that I show up and do this. You know
Mr.
what I mean?
Conman, Doughboy Music. Like, I'm always supporting people around town, man. And that's what I be telling folks. You can't get to the top climbing each other's backs.
Right.
You got to help a motherfucker up.
Right.
And that's the only way we're going to make it. Help each other.
And you telling the truth there, because I mean, like, my little thing was, it was all homegrown.
Right.
I'm from here, but I've moved away, came back, moved away, came back. But in the process of doing all that, I still only did, I've only did events here.
Right.
In my hometown.
Okay, so you didn't put out any promotions in Mississippi or Mississippi?
Yes, when I was in Dallas, yes, I was. And then when I got to Houston, I was also. Because when I first got to Houston, I was with my guy. Shout out to my boy, ESG. Y'all know what it is.
Yes.
I was down there with him.
He performed his first show down here. He's from Little Rock area, right?
No, Houston.
Houston. Oh, he's from Houston. He came all the way down here. Didn't he come down here?
Yes, I brought him down here. Twice.
That's what we're talking about. My dude knows how to get out there, mix it up with people, help bring people to the hometown to support what he's doing.
There you go. So I got down there and running the little promotional things in Houston and Dallas. But still, though, even though I lived in those places, I always threw my shows in the hometown. Now, a lot of people would be like, well, how did you end up in the music business? How did you... Really, I'm not in the music business. I started out wanting to be in the music business.
Right.
And
so
big part of that...
you consider yourself more a promoter of talent than...
Man, I consider myself a fan.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? That, like, straight up, straight down, I consider myself a fan of music. And the whole spiel with why he's here, you know what I'm saying, my guy, it was probably, I want to say 1997 or 96. Okay.
You graduated in 97?
Shit, we graduated when? When did that happen for me?
My bad. You were supposed to graduate in 97?
Yeah, I was supposed to walk. I was supposed to, but the way my kids were set up, it just wasn't going.
I had my first kid in 12th grade, bro.
12? Well, you're a little bit shy than me. I walked in the north side with mine.
Yeah.
10th grade, you know what I mean? I walked into 10th grade with a 6-month-old son. Man. So, how I ended up with ESG, how I ended up, just locking in with him is, it was about 96 or 97. Now, back then, everybody went to Buckets. Mm-hmm. Come on now, y'all know.
Buckets.
Everybody went to Buckets. That's where we went. Okay, so we stayed. Me and the mother of my son. We stayed at Pike Place, and this was like the first year or two that Pike Place had opened up. Yeah. So I I go meet a couple of partners. They come to the crib, and we sitting there chilling. Now I don't know these dudes from Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? We just hit it off, and we figured out everybody smokes. So we get back to the crib, and my guy right here walks over and puts a tape in and pushes play. And I'm in the back. Now, back then, I mean, we had CD players and all that shit, but motherfuckers still listen to tapes. So, I hear this tape.
You kids don't know. Cassette tapes is what we had. After 8-track, before CDs, y'all.
They don't know.
Yeah, that's what the tape was. So, the tape, y'all know back then, well, people that had tapes, like, if a tape starts slowing down, that means it's fucking up your radio. So you got to eject that motherfucker and pull all that motherfucking tape out of there. Okay, so that's what I think that I'm hearing in the back. So I run out the back and I'm like, hey man, take that motherfucking tape out before you fuck up my radio. And this man right here looked at me and said, no, bro, it's supposed to be like that. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean it's supposed to be like that? He said, it's screwed and chopped. Now the first song that I ever heard, Screwed and Chopped, was Swang and Bang, and that song was playing when I told him to take that shit out my deck. So it's kind of like, in '96, this man introduced me to, you know, a different style of music, because at that point in time, everybody on earth was a No Limit fan. You know what I mean? Everybody was.
No Limit.
So I got my hands on my first screw tape around then, and then to go from me and my homeboy talking shit because I think his tape is fucking up my radio, to bringing that man to my hometown to do a show. I mean, man, what else needs to be said about that? You know what I mean? Like, that's
Miss Sarah Wagner.
Yeah.
What's up, babe?
Hey, Wag Nuts.
She said she could make the 5 o'clock show.
There she go. Voila. So yeah, that's the whole purpose of that story. Is I ain't forgot where I came from. The same individual that showed me what this music was, what this culture was, he's sitting right here.
Yeah.
He's sitting
And
right
that's,
here.
And that's been over 20 years.
Yeah, and that was in 96 and 97. Come on, man, y'all know who that is? Yeah, that's T. That's Taz. Yeah, that's him.
And that's almost 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
Because I got down here in 94.
Hell yeah.
so it came full circle because of this man set me on a whole different trajectory. So it's like, I still fool with the people that I fooled with then. Now granted, I've been gone for a very long time because I've got kids, and like, I had to provide for those kids. I had to, you know,
Right.
I had to help their mother, so there was no really time to kick it. It looked like I was kicking it, but wasn't no kicking unless I was getting paid to kick it,
There
you know?
go. There you go. All about business.
Make it look good.
Yeah.
So one of my questions was, who was the one person that kind of set you, but you just answered that question. He's sitting right here.
Right.
Bet. So that's awesome. Now, would you say mentor?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because once I met him, you just had to understand his mind frame. Like, a lot of things that happened on the daily simply did not affect this man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like,
he's focused on
right. It's like, I got breath in my lungs, I got movement in my feet. Anything after that we can deal with. Anything after that is nothing. Walk it over here.
That's
walk it
facts
over
too,
here.
y'all.
Yeah.
I say all the time, we all got a purpose here, and the only purpose we really got are people being people.
Right.
Everybody puts more complexities on everything,
Right.
and then your life gets hard. It gets boxed in,
Right.
and you just step outside that box and realize every day you wake up and you take that first breath. It's fucking magical.
Say it again.
Like, it really is.
Very good.
No matter what the hardship is, that
Man, no matter who you lose, no matter what you go through, that's all learning experience.
That's right.
Everything we go through helps us.
Ain't no handbook you like, bro.
Right.
Ain't no handbook to you.
Because how old was you then?
Shit, what's 17, 18?
Okay, he was 17 or 18, and he was in Fort Smith, Arkansas, by himself. Well, he with his partner, but it was just like, I'm seeing a 17-year-old kid like off in a whole nother state, in a whole nother city by himself, and he's able to function and do everything, you know what I'm saying, correctly. And I'm like,
And walking around with a certain order.
right. But you know, people just understanding what it is when you see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that pretty much sums that question up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I usually don't smoke the L's, I ain't gonna lie, but I hit them today.
There you go. Yeah, we brought them
You know you ain't
backwoods
supposed to
today.
inhale cigar paper, right?
Well, the backwood paper say
Now backwoods is a little different. It's more of a leaf. And
That's what that is.
oh, it is backwood.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Then I'm good.
I still like
Yeah, I
old
stick it
duty
to my
though.
white boys.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we used
still
to call
fuck with
them back
old
in the
duty.
day.
Hell
It
yeah.
all work. It all work.
Mhm.
I like cones too.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, so if you're ready, I'm gonna start some questions.
Oh, go ahead, man. Let's go. Let's
Do
go.
this.
Let's go. Shout out to D-Dub. Shout out to the North Side.
Give a shout out to everyone.
Man, shout out to Mr. Winters. Shout out to Kush Burns. Man, rest in peace. Succeed. Rest in peace. Sacred Young. Shout out to my guys. Straight up. Yeah. Day ones.
Real talk, y'all. All right, bro. So you've been around. You traveled a lot. You met a shitload of people. I already know because you just kind of are that extrovert that gets out there and talks. And, that's something I came into later in life.
Mhm.
And I can talk to anybody now. I can get in front
Right.
of a million people the same I can here in front of a camera.
Right.
It doesn't faze me, and that's how I've always remembered you being.
Oh yeah, man. I
I'm
mean,
certain confidence.
you got to be outgoing. You got to be outgoing if you want to get results that you want to put out there.
And that's what I try to tell people. I spent my whole life being kind of, I don't even want to say thinking I wasn't as good as everybody else,
Right.
but walking around with a false
Right.
confidence.
Kind of like a non-competitive nature. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could, but I don't
And
think I can.
I failed at a lot of shit in life.
Yeah.
And it hit me a few years back. I was like, you know what? I can fail at shit all of my life. Why not fail at my dreams or fucking make my dreams come true? I mean, I flipped everything. And like something inside me switched.
Yeah.
It was like a little switch that just came on, and all that shit. To be honest, I had to get in there and talk to that kid that we keep
Right.
suppressed.
Right.
See, people call that demons.
Yeah.
I call that my inner kid.
There you go.
Because he's just a scared kid in there, you know. And
Right.
as men, sometimes we scared to talk that way. We're scared to be vulnerable.
Girl, me fucked up. I seen the little meme, or no, it was a meme, a little thing about Tyrese crying. And that boy said, what'd he say?
I know they
You cry? He said, you cry?
Yeah.
Boy said, yeah, I cry. He said, you just don't cry on the radio station. That boy, he said, look, he tried to hand him some napkins to wipe his tears.
He said, no.
He said, I'm not going to do that. Shit, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, because he's comfortable with himself.
Right, I'll go outside right now and cry in the car.
And that dude going through some shit and can still say that.
And cry in the car.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, since I started this, my pops passed away after I started this. And I didn't want to have no downtime.
Right.
I want to just keep going, keep grinding.
Right.
So I had some few moments on here where I, had
Yeah.
breakdowns.
Yeah.
That's you being real though. You know, they're going to
What's
respect
up, Tellboy Music? What is up, bro?
Look at it. What's good with you, Playboy?
Already.
What's happening with it?
All right, so out of all those encounters, what is the funniest story you can think of that you've been through?
Oh, shit.
That you can tell on here?
Oh, shit.
I want to hear that.
The funniest story that I could tell.
Or most fucked up?
Oh, my gosh.
Tell us about that inner kid. That inner kid with it.
Ooh, no, not my inner kid. He was a ferocious little motherfucker, boy. You hear me? Okay. The worst instance that's ever happened this had to be the dumbest shit that's ever happened to me in my life. It's gonna take a minute to explain the
Yeah,
story.
let's do it. I ain't got nowhere to go.
Okay, we stayed at Oakbrook. Okay, now there's a lot of people that I'm about to mention in this story, and you can, if y'all know them, you can ask them. This is a true fucking story. I swear to God it happened. Okay, we were at my brother's house with him and my brother.
It's all bad.
Okay.
It's all bad.
Yeah. Okay, he had left something and I found it. Okay, so when he left, I got that with me, and we were standing outside. It was me, Curtis, and Mark Latino. Okay, now we're standing outside of my brother's house. My brother and his wife get into it, so now we can't stay the night there.
Yeah.
So we're like stuck. All we had was a pager, but we used a house phone, and we called the only person we knew that had a cell phone, which was Corey Coleman. What's up, Quick? I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it.
I remember Quick stole
Yeah.
my shit. That motherfucker was a different motherfucker, man. He was quick, alright. Much love, Quick. We love you, bro.
Yeah, man. But Quick, we called him, and we're like, "Hey, man, where you at? Where you at?" He said, "What'd he say?" He's like, "Man, we over at the I don't know what it was back then, but it's the Baytown now, which is the one right next door to the Motel 6."
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, okay, cool, bet, we on our way. So we hang up the phone. Okay, so we hang up the phone. We start walking, and then we realize how fucking far we gotta walk, cause we're at the Finney's on Townsend.
Uh-huh.
You hear me? And we got to walk way the fuck over there. So we start walking. And then what's the first thing on your mind? We finna steal some bikes, okay? We walked. Damn it, we ain't find no motherfucking bikes. None, nowhere. And then we found a bike. But the fucked up thing about this bike was it had a child seat on the back. And we tried like a motherfucker to get that child seat off. Wasn't going, right? Wasn't going. I'm sorry when we stole that child bike, but we didn't want to walk. Like, I'm grown now and I can apologize. I probably should go back over there and buy them a bike.
That poor little baby was never right after that.
Yeah, there wasn't no helmet bobbing up and down in the back. Yeah, so we get the bike, right? And we start riding. Now, mind you, I've taken something that he left there that nobody knew I had. So we get on, what is that road over on South Side, that big ass hill that goes down? What street is that?
Is it between 24th and Greenwood?
Yep. They got that hill that go all the way down.
They're by Pradco and
It's that hill where that Easy Mart is, off of
it goes like
yeah. That motherfucker. Okay, so
up behind Ramsey.
right, so we get over there on that hill, and we're like, bet we got a big ass hill, we good to go, let's just run it. Okay, so, and I said, this is the dumbest shit in the world because I watched him. Drift got up and took off. He had on a blue polo shirt, long sleeve. He took it off and he wrapped that motherfucker around his waist. I sat there and watched him do it. And then we proceeded to get on the bike. Now, mind you, Curtis is driving the bike. Okay, Curtis is riding the bike. Mark is on the fucking handlebars. And I swear to God, bro, like I'm up in this fucking car, just look like this. Behind Curtis, you know what I'm saying? I'm behind Curtis. We get this motherfucking bike, everybody's off the ground, the bike gets rolling, okay? As the motherfucking speed picks up, I see some shit fluttering by the front wheel. So I'm in the back, so I look around Curtis, I'm like, his fucking shirt. The next thing, Mike, I swear to God, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. We doing about 15, 20 miles an hour going downhill. And this motherfucker's shirt gets sucked up by the front wheel. Poof!
Yeah, shit.
That shit threw me about 15 feet straight up in the fucking air. I'm flying. Curtis hits the ground. Drift hits the ground. The bike rolls the fuck over.
She said, I remember this story.
Yeah, the bike rolls the fuck over. Boom, 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 boom. We get up. We're all fucked up. A car's coming down the street, so we're like, man, they trying to take us to the hospital. I couldn't fucking move. Drift to knock the wind out of his ass. And it's a fucking cop. So we see the lights coming, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see headlights and you look on top, we're like, fuck, there's a cop.
Right.
So we grab the bike, throw the shit in the bushes, and I grabbed the shit that I got from him and threw it in the bushes. So I'm like, fuck, okay, we good. Police stop. You know what I'm saying? Ask everybody where we was going. We told them what was happening. He's like, all right, y'all get over there and get safe. Right. Okay, boom. We keep going. Here's where the shit get crazy. We get to the hotel. Quick say, look, y'all just come to the window, the front door, the security by the front desk. So we like, cool. So we go to the front window. The motherfucker forgot to tell. Look, he had the room right by the front door. So it's like the door to go in the hotel is right here, and this hotel room is right here.
Right.
Okay, so it is now 3 motherfucking dudes climbing in a hotel room through the window at the front. Them motherfuckers called the police so quick.
Oh shit.
Police show up at the door. Man, ask Quick if this happened. Quick and them, look, they let us in and went back to sleep. They was drunk. Him and Charles Fulbright. Charles, shout out to Charles. He was in it. They were both in the hotel room. They was knocked out sleep. He let us in, laid back down. Boom, boom, boom. Knock on the door. It was the police. We go. Everybody runs to the fucking window except for Quick and Fulbright. Now, we would have got away with it, but Curtis fucking Bear, this big bitch, I can call him that because that's my guy. That big bitch, you know them wall air conditioners?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know you're supposed to step on the window and go out? No, this motherfucker stepped on the air conditioner. Boom! That bitch hit the ground and the cops came outside. So we jump out the window and take off running. It's over with. They got everybody. It was like 7 cop cars. Quick in there, they woke them. They were asleep. Man, what? They cuffed them boys and took them boys downtown. Damn, it was like probably 10 of us went to jail that day, man, and it was just goofy. It was just straight goofy, straight stupid shit. Straight stupid shit. Yeah, shout out to Quick, man, and Fulbright. We didn't mean to bring that funk over there, and I'm sorry I took that. I'm sorry. Oh, and to finish the story, the next day, I swear, and you can ask him, Chris Keller and Jared Bartlett came and picked me up in a white Jeep. And we went back to where that bike was and found what I took from him. Hey, true story, man. If y'all know Chris Keller or Jared, ask him. Ask him. That's a true story. Shout out to Chris Keller, man. Those are my guys, my Southside buddy. Yeah, buddy.
You like dabs?
Do I? Come on, man. If it is conceived from the flower, I need that power, baby.
All right.
Yeah, man. Let's see who's all on there. Sarah Wagon. She does remember that story. That shit was crazy. Now, what I don't know how to do is hold the flame because I don't want to burn out. You can burn out an eyeball fucking with this shit. For real, you get that torch too close to your eye, nigga, it's over with. Call this nigga One-Eye Jack.
Will you hand me that lighter over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started doing this shit, I didn't like it because it reminded me of those old bad days.
Right.
Right.
I say the same shit.
Yeah, you just look at it funny like that. I don't know. I don't feel like I should do this.
And the first time I smoked dabs was some from Colorado. And I've never done it. I hit a few pins a few times. But I went and bought a whole rig for it. A big ass bong. And
you get one of the glass ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was me, my father-in-law, my wife. We was just moving in the new crib we were buying. And didn't even have furniture yet. We sat down on the floor. And I had a big chunk. I threw it all in there. I took a big hit. They both took a hit. And there's still a shitload left. And you know, I've been smoking pretty much my whole life. So
Right.
I'm going to clear this shit.
Shit!
I cleared that shit and held it in as long as I could. Blowed it out. Didn't cough crazy or nothing.
And that shit
So I'm sitting there, man. And I'm fucking like feeling good. I'm like, I'm gonna go play with my daughter. She's back in the bedroom getting her toys that we got, from the last place put together. I go in there and I'm like, man, life's fucking great.
Amen.
Like, I got a kid that's still in the house. I got the grown kids doing their thing.
Right.
Like, life's good. And then something clicked in my head and I was like, damn, one day all this is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm on a whole different trip, bro.
Right.
And I'm sitting there talking about crying. I'm sitting there playing with my daughter, trying not to get upset.
Right.
Tears dropping down. My wife comes in. Michael, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to be cool.
Yeah.
And finally, I start crying. She's like, Michael, go the fuck outside.
Right.
And, I go outside, and she comes out there, and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, so now it's like I don't even say it.
Right.
And finally, I'm like, babe, it's all fucking fake. I was like, we're fake. The world's fake. We're not here. It's a simulation. Like, I'm tripping for the first time in my life, sitting on some different shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And it took me about 2 months of going back to Reggie to be able to get high again, because I would get panic attacks. And I smoked for 20 years at this point.
They concentrate.
But once I got back, dabs every day.
There you go.
Yeah, that's simulation shit too. I'll be on that shit.
Yeah. First time I fucked with dabs, I was in Breckenridge. And don't ask me what the fuck I was doing up there. I shouldn't have been. And, I mean, up there, a motherfucker hand you a spoon like this full of that shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And burn that motherfucker up. And you're like, I ain't gonna lie, I fell the fuck out. I hit that motherfucker, fell asleep for like a day and a half.
Yeah, it hits you different.
Them motherfuckers was not playing.
I made some edibles not too long ago, and I hadn't
shit.
made them in years. I had a whole bunch of like 20 different
Hey, next time you
strains
get
of
some,
kiwi.
I'll let me. I need to taste that. I fucked with them.
But it's about 20 different strains.
Now, I don't have an instruction manual.
All you
Voila.
do is just hit it straight off the metal. I would go slow at it. Yeah. It's gonna get you.
Oh, shit.
So you was on some similar shit, you was tripping off. Everything was fake and all that, huh?
It's crazy, and I feel like I've been woke ever since then because I ain't saying everything's fake, but like I'm more observant of shit now, and
Right.
like maybe it woke me up a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Y'all just go ahead with the interview. I ain't fucking dying over here.
But you ain't fell over yet, so you straight.
You ain't as bad as Juju, man. That dude be coughing like crazy.
That's all I can't do that.
Wow.
I'll cough the whole
You'll
time.
fall asleep right there in the chair.
And I'm old, so so yeah.
You sleep like a motherfucker.
Hey man, big shout out to Mike, man, for having me on this show, man.
Man, shout out to you for coming through.
For real, you know, I seen him doing his thing.
I should tell you, our #1 fan says I should tell a vacation story. That's the beautiful Miss Shay, my beautiful wife.
Tell him about the vacation.
All right, so
tell him about the
I was working at
story.
FedEx.
Okay, get
And
that money. Get
first
that
time
money.
in my life, I've got like a big vacation planned out.
Right.
My little girl was 4 then, and
Mhm.
so we got this. You can go online, foreign hunting license, and it's like you tell the kids,
Yeah.
here's your official license.
Right, right.
So what we was gonna do was go to all the different big waterfalls because it says on there, look at waterfalls for uniforms. So we were just gonna take her to all these different waterfalls over a week and
Right.
camp every night. First fucking waterfall, we don't make it to. Like it was 4.5 miles there, 4.5 there. I got a 4-year-old. So we're about, I don't know how fucking close we were, but it was starting to get dark.
Right.
And so now we gotta track back to the vehicle. Kids crying, wife is upset. And I was like, y'all, I'm gonna run. My knees weren't too bad then. I could still run a few years back.
Right.
I said, I'm gonna run to the car, get some water, bring it back to y'all. So anyway, we go through this whole shit. After that, I was like, I am not fucking camping. Fuck this shit. We're gonna get a hotel. We're doing this shit right. So
He said we let the
we
light
up,
on.
and we up in Harrison around
Oh,
that
shit.
crazy ass
Right,
area.
yeah.
And because that's where the waterfall first one we had started, and we was gonna work our way to Little Rock because we had to be in Little Rock for a doctor's appointment.
Mm.
All right, so we go to the only hotel we can find. They want like a $250 deposit.
Oh shit.
And it's something like, fuck it, baby, I can drive to Little Rock in 2 hours. Y'all just go to sleep, I'll drive to Little Rock.
Right, we're gonna get there.
Well, we ain't 20 minutes down the road. And I passed 2 fucking state troopers or sheriffs, I don't remember what they were. This dumb cocksucker behind me decides he wants to fly around me. So I'm like, bet, they're gonna get his ass and not even fuck with us.
Right.
And my wife had rolled up 17 joints. That's what
Oh,
we took
shit.
with, 17 joints. She'd never been in no situation like worried about shit like that.
Right.
But the cop takes off around us and goes to get dude. Well, I haven't forgot about this other motherfucker back here. So I'm still rolling and lights come on. And I'm like, baby, get that weed and eat it. Because this was before illegal cars.
Right.
And I was like, get that weed and eat it. And she's like, I'm not watching her, I'm watching the rear view. And I mean, I'm driving for a minute.
Right.
So I already know these motherfuckers going to be hot when they get up here. Because I've been almost ran from them. And
You said they mad.
I reach over and I'm like, hand me some of those. She got all 17 joints in her mouth. Just chomping away, bro.
Fucked it out today.
And I was like, what are you doing?
Get me.
And so at this point, she's got it like all in her mouth.
Right.
But it hasn't gone out. And I was like, I
She
can't
wasn't
go no
finna
farther,
play.
baby. I got to pull over. So I pull over and she's still chewing. Cop gets to the window and she's drinking Dr. Pepper. She's got weed all on her teeth. And this motherfucker is like, hey, I just want to let you know you had a tail light out. And I was like, oh, for real? And he's like, yeah, is everything all right? And I'm like, yeah, everything's fine.
Right.
And I'm being chill as fuck because as I got older, I just be chilling.
Right.
And I'm looking at her, she's still chewing, just chewing away. And he's like, can I get your ID? And so I give him the ID, he goes to check it out. Now the other cop is back, and he meets up behind him. Well, they both get out of the car, and they walk up to my wife's side of the car. Miss Biggers, can you get out of the car?
Oh shit!
I was like, what the fuck? Well, I'm standing here in the rear view like, what do I do? What do I do? Do I take off? Do I leave her? What do I do?
Do I leave?
Right. But I watch, and she comes walking back, and they like get back in their car, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
So I was like, what happened? She's like, I'll tell you down the road.
Right. Let's ride.
And I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, me, I'm really like dumb.
Right.
I was like, I don't know where to get it. We're in the middle of bumfuck Egypt. I don't know where to get a light. I don't want this to happen again.
Right.
So I get back out and I'm like, hey, bro, where can I get a light? And he's like, Walmart's up the road. You take a ride. I'm like, bet.
Okay.
Get back in, take off. And finally she's like, so this whole time I ate them fucking joints. And these motherfuckers thought, because my wife's got lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. She's 12 years younger than me, but got a lot of health problems. And her face was real red.
Right.
We hiked for like 5 hours.
Right.
And her face gets red anyway. She gets butterfly rash. And they thought like we were fighting. And she was crying and like I'd done something to her.
Oh, that's why they
And I'm
pulled
like,
out
we
the
ain't
car.
no
Like,
fucking weed for
Ma'am,
nothing.
is he hurting you, ma'am?
But what
Ma'am,
I did tell you is when they walked back to check everything, she was like, I can't eat this. And hands it to me. And this is a big chewed up wad of weed. And I still don't know what's going on. And I have to throw this shit in my mouth and fucking eat it, bro.
Wow.
And I was just like,
we got rid of that shit though.
yeah.
All that for nothing.
And then I came back home because I wanted some more weed. I
Oh,
drove
that's
4
right.
hours back home. I said,
Fuck
fuck, we'll go to the Rock later.
Yes, I am in the area. I have been a transplant of Fort Smith for a very, very long time. But here within the last year, my family has been very, very blessed, and we received our Indian cards. So I'm relocating back this way. I don't know if it's going to be in Arkansas or Oklahoma, but I will be back this way. So be looking for everything, you know.
How hard was it tracking down your road number?
Man, I'm going to put it like this. My mom told me on my 20th birthday that she was going to start, you know what I'm saying, to track everything down. And she just got it done this year. Like, she literally just got her card like a month ago. But if I could tell anybody, if you're trying to find out if you have any Indian heritage in your family, the easiest way to find that information is to find family members. You need previous family members as far back as you can.
And you can go to your local library. Most of them have a whole room full of just your lineage.
Right. And all you need is birth certificates and death certificates. If anyone in your family has a roll number, it is directly right there on the birth certificate or the death certificate.
Yeah.
So that would be the easiest way to track down. Now, it's not easy.
And just
But
because
it's
you
a-
are Indian doesn't mean that at some point your family wasn't the ones that was like, we ain't gonna sign shit or take a number or
Right.
do nothing with the government. And that's where a lot of people end up not getting the help they should get.
Right, because there's, you know,
Nobody ever went and signed up for it.
there was an
Nobody put that
instance in
roll
our
number.
family where a family member didn't want to be associated with it. So how you track the Indian lineage is the surname. So she changed her surname when she was married to where when she got married, it, you know, on her little certificate, on her marriage certificate, she had a different name. So everybody after that, if they didn't know her surname, then, you know, the Indian card disappears. So it's all in the surnames of the family.
Right.
And like I said, the easiest way to find it is to ask your mama and your daddy, hey, I need to know grandpa, great-great-grandpa, great-great-grandpa, great-great, just know their names. Once you get their names, you can just backtrack from there. And you get, like I said, birth certificates and death certificates. Because on birth certificates, the number's right there
You go
on
through a
it.
show about being woke.
I do some conspiracy shows sometimes. We do all kinds of shit here, bro.
Real, bro, yeah,
We do
yeah.
normally 3 lives a week. Right now we're live
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
guest.
Right?
I got what's called Murder with Mike. I do a murder show
I
every
seen
week.
the Melissa Witt one.
Yeah.
That was.
And there was some stuff I didn't put in that. Like my mom and my sister and my little sister, I grew up in the bowling alley. They were there that
Right, Midland Bowl.
And mom walked in.
Yeah, I was down with that shit happened.
Mom walked in and told the people inside that night that there was some creepy old guy that was just leaving his station wagon running out on the other side of the parking lot.
No.
Now everybody's talked about these other serial killers in the area that were younger at that point.
Right.
But she told the cops all this. I guess they, whatever they did with it. And my thing with that case was it took them 3 days to find her car at the bowling alley.
They
Like,
had
that's
just
crazy.
left. Where
And that's
they
where
knew
she
she was
had
missing from. Right.
Her
And
mom
they-
was there.
Like, how in the hell did it take you 3 days to find a car sitting
That's crazy.
right where she was missing it? I don't know.
So that case was shocking. But yeah, I do that. I do a lot of conspiracy stuff. What happened? The conspiracy stuff, especially like how certain families, like the Rothschilds and
Bilderbergs.
J.P. Morgan, the people that, and then there was one other family, and then anyway, at that time there was 4 main families.
Rothschild.
And 3 of them got together with the 4th one and decided to go on the Titanic. They all had tickets.
Yeah.
One of them got on. 3 of them got back off.
They all
J.P.
got back-
Morgan.
Morgan Chase,
Well, then it goes
they got back
down.
up.
Dude's forever gone. You know what happened 6 months later? They do the one thing that guy was fighting against, and he had the most money of all of them. Centralized bank system. Okay, once you got a centralized bank system, all money's controlled by these families.
Right.
Something else that a lot of people don't know. The money that we got 200 plus years ago to get away from Great Britain and do what we were doing and get the weapons we needed came from those same families.
Right.
They're still in control to this day, and people don't think of you. We talk about fucking Biden and Trump and
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
fucking the Clintons,
It's
and
all
them
bullshit,
motherfuckers
bro.
don't mean shit to what's
Hey,
really
man,
going
I
on.
argue with people all the time about that. Right. That's just crazy.
But a lot of those shows just don't hit for some reason.
Like I be on the like the birth certificate shit. Like I ain't got money behind all that shit. Like I got all that shit.
How they own your kids, how they
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the.
Yeah, I know how to take over the accounts and other shit like that too, though.
I got a home.
I know how to do that.
Where
shit.
you at, Andreas? I got a dude that comes on here sometimes. They call him the new guy because he's not on here a whole lot.
Right.
He's what I call our conspiracist.
Okay.
Like, dude, I don't know if you remember Andreas Bear,
I have to see him, bro.
but he's a really woke dude.
Yeah.
Like I call him the man with the staff because he's got a big old 12-foot staff with a gym on top.
Oh, okay.
Just a cool cat, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would love to talk to him.
Yeah, I
because
be on that shit.
he goes so deep in that. But yeah, man, there's so many people woke up right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot
Woke
of
up
people
to
on
what's
TikTok
going
and
on.
Instagram
Woke
and all
up
that.
to a shift in the change.
Like the currency about to change too, the money about to change.
Mhm.
I don't know if everybody know that shit. Like the dollar bill ain't worth shit.
You know what I'm afraid of, and I hate talking about this shit. That's how crazy it is. But right now, you got a bunch of immigrants from, or what do they call them when they come in? That refugees
Right.
that are over in Colorado right now. The government told them, we'll bring you in here, we'll give you, because all the other places get a card, you know, with so much money to help them get a place
Right.
and to adjust, just like we did back in the 80s with the, wasn't Chinese, but the,
No, we deal with Chinese also.
yeah,
and
you know,
Japan.
and we've had refugees here a lot. But Aurora, Colorado has a mayor that refused to fund and help any refugees. Well, if you've got a bunch of refugees who were told they're going to get this and get help, and then you put them in a city where that city doesn't have the same law and doesn't give you any funding, doesn't give you any housing or help you, what the fuck's going to happen? You're going to uprise.
Right.
You're going to need place, and now you've got 2 apartment complexes and a mansion that's been taken over by these refugees in Aurora, Colorado.
Wow.
That was the shit that was on the news.
And
They're talking about
I'm telling
the
people-
company that owns them can't even go there no more, right?
Well, why can't we? That's what I'm wondering. Like, we put them there. We helped them get here. We bust all these 18 to 35-year-old military-aged men, not women,
Right.
men to all these different, some in Arkansas, all over the United States. And then look what's already happening. What happens if 2 or 3 other places say now, well, I'm not going to help these people? Then you got people uprising there.
Everywhere.
And the government's not getting involved tells you
Man, there's so
that,
many homeless people here too, man. That shit is crazy, man.
man,
Like that shit is crazy.
I heard recently that Fort Smith recruits homeless people into the
Hey,
area.
that's what somebody told me.
Yeah.
Somebody, and
They
and when you
recruit-
talk to them,
And
a
you
lot
know-
of them not even from here.
You know what that means?
Like real talk.
That means that they're getting funding for the more people they have, and they're fattening their pockets with that money while our homeless problem gets worse and
It's
worse.
getting worse and worse.
And half
too,
of them
man.
aren't from this area, just like you
a
said.
lot of
They're
them not
not.
from here, man. And then they got the Hope campus. That's like a third world country out there, man. You go out there, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. As
And it's
hell.
just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, bro, like for real. There's
Like,
more people
I don't know
sleeping on the
what's
streets
going
than
on,
anything.
but with that stuff in Colorado, what's going to end up happening is, and they've talked about this for hundreds of years, one world order.
Yeah, that's
If
what it all
you've
comes
got
to.
people that are secretly getting paid to be in the country, that are uprising in different parts of the country, well, here comes NATO and all your nations saying, we've got to form together to take this over.
Well, you know they started the BRICS. The BRICS is well they kicked the United States out because the currency ain't worth nothing. It's like Egypt and all these other countries that came together to form the BRICS, and they about to have this one currency, and they're trying to get it all digital.
Yeah, digital.
Like China, you know how China shit is, like how they can control the shit like that.
And that's what happens.
And
They
they try
can
to do that shit
control
everywhere,
everything.
yeah.
They can give you an allowance on what you should be
Exactly,
spending,
exactly.
how much groceries you should be buying. This money can only be used in the grocery
Right,
store.
right.
What if we
Yeah,
need
shit
weed?
like that. Yeah. Better grow your shit.
What?
Grow your shit.
I got a card for that shit.
Yeah, all that shit gonna be relevant soon, man.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, and shits came on so fast.
Yeah, man, right.
I did a show yesterday. Here, I'll read this shit to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would love to come on here when y'all doing that.
The conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure, anytime.
Cause you always just, you know what I be on?
Conspiracy theories. Don't.
The thing is, I tell people all the time when I talk to people that used to know me and that know me now, I tell them straight up, Brian.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, y'all may think I'm crazy,
Right.
but I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you feel certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I can promise you, there ain't a motherfucker out here doing what we were put on this earth to do. I don't think none of us know. We've been so clouded, so boxed in,
Man.
that we don't know what we should be just actually doing. And
That's what we just going about what other motherfuckers are doing before us, you know what
so
I'm
I
saying?
try to just live in the moment.
I'm gonna tell you what changed my life, man. I started reading. When I started reading, man, I was like, what the
Really, when you can find the books that they've kept away from us and the knowledge
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we ain't
yeah.
supposed to know, because it's still out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, a dude told me like it's we living in what 12-week years. Whatever you could do in 12 weeks, you know what I'm saying? And it used to take us a year. But now we got so much technology, it only take us 12
Yeah.
weeks to get it done. So we ain't doing what we supposed to do is our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
You know
And
what?
people wonder why it
Right.
feels like time's speeding up.
Right.
No, we're
right.
just doing way more shit. And like,
Yeah.
I remember when movies came out, you used to have to wait a whole year to get that movie on any type of device.
I
Man.
know more.
Till it came out.
Nigga, Bad
the
Boy was
movies.
out Tuesday. I had the burnt copy on Tuesday night. You hear me? Digital, crisp, 8K. You hear me?
Yeah.
I still
8K.
got some shitload of burnt DVDs
No,
just
for
in
real.
case some shit happens and I gotta go back to the DVD player, bro. But this is something I did the other day, man. If I wanted to take over the masses and the 99%, how would I do that? When they're little bundles of light, beginning to blossom in self-awareness, would I immerse them in a social garden that whispers tune of conformity? Let the melody of fitting in be so sweet that they feel the urge to trim their unique petals to match the bouquet of societal norms. From the tender age of 5, invite them into the hallowed halls of learning, where the seeds of knowledge are meticulously selected to grow a crop of uniformity. Instruct them daily, year after year, so that the lessons of the ancients become the roots of their reality. Should they dare to question the script, gently guide them back to the path with the loving reminder that the wisdom of the elders is not to be doubted. And should they gaze into the mirror of their soul and see a reflection they do not adore, remind them that true essence of beauty is found in the acceptance of their own natural essence.
Ooh, shit.
Allow them to bask in the glow of digital playgrounds where their self-worth is measured by the likes of a cosmic dance of followers. Encourage them to seek validation from the screens that reflect a fabricated reality of perfection, so that they may forever chase the illusion of fulfillment. Construct a tapestry of existence where the exchange of green paper determines one place in the cosmic flow. Those who weave the most intricate patterns of wealth shall rise, while others may stumble in the shadows of scarcity. In the grand scheme of the weekly cycle, grant them 2 days to frolic weekly, a sacred pause to rebel in the illusion of liberation. Yet in those moments of reprieve, invite them to partake in the communion of substances that cloud their inner vision, ensuring they remain entangled in the web of disconnection. Nourish their bodies with sustenance, while seemingly abundant is laden with the hidden tax of ill health. Offer them remedies that dance with the symptoms, but never truly embrace the healing rhythm of their inner being. But yeah, is that not what's been going on over lives?
That's some psychedelic, you know. A lot of people they scared of you saying that, man. A lot of people can't take all that compound pressure right there.
Man, and you see it, but how you're like, I'm just one person.
Right.
What do I do? You know, I don't think that way anymore. I'm like, I'm just as capable as anybody throughout history to be that motherfucker.
Yeah.
To be that one person that can make a change that spark, even if it's not in my lifetime.
Right.
It sparks something in my kid because I'm open and vulnerable and tell them my failures. I tell them like what I truly believe and the people that they embrace. Like, it has to start somewhere.
Right. You're right.
But this show's about you.
Hey man, come on. Hey man, let it go where it goes. That's what we do. We sit here, we smoke, we joke. I mean, let it go. I ain't got nothing to do. Ain't got nothing to do.
Oh, that's safe.
Ain't got nothing
But
to do.
yeah, I can talk about that shit all day.
Oh, yeah, man.
All day. I'd love to have you back anytime.
Right.
There we go. Lock it in.
Son come to
Sunday.
the house, man. You be like, man, can you turn
Conspiracy
that shit off?
theory.
Don't turn that shit off. I've been in class on this day. I be doing
Right.
You'll bring it. You put a projector out on your ass and get that that
Right.
needle joint.
Yeah. Sundays at 9 p.m. is our chill free-for-all live. Because Mondays we do trivia. Thursdays I call it DJ Mike and Juju's night.
Yeah.
We do music all night, take requests.
That's what's
But Sunday, if you're free on a Sunday at 9 p.m., we could definitely do that kind of night that night, talk about conspiracies. I'm always down.
Everybody probably like, man, you just on there rolling up weed. You wasn't even saying that. I mean, I believe in the smokers' room.
And that's what I love about this community, guys. We don't all have to think the same way to fucking get along.
Hell no.
Because what's happening in the world today? Oh, I support Trump. I support Kamala Harris. Well, because you support somebody doesn't mean you gotta hate the other motherfuckers.
Right.
And that's what's happening, man. They're dividing us all the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
I hear everybody holler about how they hate Trump, but Trump had the business shit going. He was running like
I think
He
what
talking
it
about
is,
more
ran
shit
like a
that.
business, that's all I'm saying.
I think what it is. No, I think
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
it is there's no more social respect.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so easy
come on,
to-
man. Like, let's all keep it 100, bro. Let's all keep it 100. At what point in time did this shit become cool for the president of the United States? I'm not saying any motherfucking body's name. I'm not pointing no fingers. But what I'm saying is, at what point in time are we okay with the leader of the free world behaving the way that? I mean, come on, man. Like,
And it's not just one of them. Like the last cool, the kind of person I want to see being the face of our country was Barack Obama. Like he had respect.
right.
He had an aura about him. when you go talk to other countries, and you like certain people are gonna make our country look weak,
Right.
and that shit matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you had that with the majority of presidents. You know, there's only been a few presidents throughout history that I feel like were solid dudes, and then they still had their shit too.
Right.
Like we all do, I guess.
I mean, it's some type of. I mean, these are politics. You're supposed to be better than us. You know what I'm saying? You're not
supposed to look up to you.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to use the words that we use.
But a lot
You
of
know what I'm
shit
saying?
is Smoke screen.
Where I would say, motherfucker, I can't stand you. You know, a politician has to say, well, I do not care to be in your circumference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like when the guy up here gets to playing and talking like the motherfuckers down here, these are the results. These are the results.
Took all
I
the
mean,
class out of it.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And when you cram it all together, man, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. I mean, and I don't sit up here and think I'm fucking with Sleepy Joe. I mean, call it what it is. You know? I mean,
Yeah.
we just got a fucked up choice out here right now.
There is no good choice.
Like I said, we got fucked up choice out here right now.
I be talking all the time about
can't wait.
running for mayor of Fort Smith, and people think I'm joking. Like
Hey,
I got
man,
certain,
hey,
I got
you
a
put
5-year
your name
plan
on the
right
ballot
now,
for
but-
real, man.
Man,
Shit.
we need somebody different. If it
Everybody
ain't
has
me,
somebody to-
somebody thinking differently. Somebody that's gonna take the money that we do have for the homeless and use it the right way.
Right, you're right.
Somebody that's gonna care about helping people out, not about filling their pockets.
That shit's crazy.
And you dig it.
Have y'all seen the community garden they got over there on 8th Street?
No.
It's terrible.
It's all full of the homeless people.
No, it's all
Oh.
grown up and like,
Oh.
Ain't nobody take care
nobody
of it?
fucking be out there, you know what I'm saying? Now, the homeless people, they be down by the river.
Down.
Yeah,
by
up
the
to
road.
the
No
day
bullshit,
room.
no bullshit, yeah, that day room. Hell, all on grand, they be sleeping on grand. This shit's crazy, man. Them little bus stops ain't nothing but little sleeping areas, man. They been at this sleep like a motherfucker.
And I'd like to ask somebody this, who in the hell put them little things in the middle of Grand Avenue?
The city did.
Them little islands.
The city did.
Boy, I done damn near killed myself on that. Where did that come from?
Well, I drove this bitch how many times?
Man, I've been driving Grand since and I went down the street, I damn near
They put that
swiped
bullshit
the
everywhere.
whole, I'm talking about damn near, beep, 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 hit that curb, shit. Yeah, I didn't, when did they put them there? Y'all should
wow,
put up some blinkers. I mean, it is blinkers there, but they should be there all the time. That should have hurt somebody.
And then
I mean,
the
wait, but they meant they safety walk shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you hit the button and wait. Them motherfuckers hit the button and start walking.
What? Yeah,
like,
they don't
motherfuckers
stop.
wait,
They
motherfucker.
don't
Like,
stop.
the cars
They
is
don't
fucking
stop.
crazy, motherfucker.
They do not stop.
And that's it too. You have to be. My wife be getting mad all the time because she'd be like, "Why you slowing down? Why you?"
Yeah,
Scared the motherfucker.
I'm like, I'm worried about everybody
Yeah,
else because
yeah.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's from getting older too. That comes from getting older.
Man.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day, I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Until you hit like 70 and then you sitting there for 20 minutes.
At the red light, you done took it down.
My grandma, Dana Crosby, what's up, bro? Shout out to you.
Man.
My grandma
Dana
got
Dane.
wrecked,
Dana Dane.
before she passed 5 years ago or so. And she took forever to pull out, I know, because I already know how she drives. And anyway, Dana Crosby pulled out and hit her. And Grandma was getting a little senile at that time. And she's like, I know I seen that man hand that cop something. I was like, Grandma, come on now. But yeah, if you remember that was my grandma.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to Dana, hell, about probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man, you got them big ass cane Corsos out there. You got them big ass dogs. Shout out to Dana Dane, man, on the West Coast. Straight West Coasting. I know how you doing it out there, man. Yeah, what's the next question? What we got? Boy, these doobies is flying. Man, I'm supplying.
I got this one. I got one. But I eat his eggs.
Here we go.
I can't wait to get on this motherfucker to talk about shit.
I know you
I
can.
got shit.
Man, Hood University 101, man. You
hear it?
I'm
Yes,
talking
sir.
about, man.
Alright, so as people in the music
I got 2 of these.
field,
Uh-huh.
company, whatever you want, however respectful to y'all.
Right.
Because I don't want to call you just a fan, because I believe you're a lot more than that.
But I mean, that's That's you're right. That was where it started.
Right.
You know what I
You,
mean?
you keep
so
that
to
there,
me,
but
it doesn't matter where I'm at.
I've seen your name stay relevant in this area for almost 3 decades.
Yeah, he wasn't even here half the time.
Exactly.
Right.
I can talk about with people of all different genres out here in Fort Smith that would be like, oh, you went to Northside at that time? You know Brian Woodard? You know Brian Woodard?
Right.
That happens all the time.
Right.
Like,
right,
so,
right.
as somebody that's stayed relevant, what would you say it takes for someone trying to stay in that lifestyle and in that dream?
For me personally, like how what do you like? How do you
Yeah,
do it? How do you go about it?
You know, what made you
What-
do it?
What do you think helped you to stay relevant all these years in Arkansas and with so many people?
I would have to say people know what I am. You know what I mean? Like,
You keep it real.
right, there's never been one day in my life where I wanted to be the best rapper alive. I wanted to be the best promoter alive. I wanted a Grammy. I want a platinum plaque. To me, that was never, that wasn't no type of drive for me.
It was a personal dream for the
No, it wouldn't. My drive was my sons. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wanted my sons, when people asked, who's your dad? You know what I mean? And they're like, Brian. They're like, oh wow, he's the guy that used to, you know what I mean?
That's exactly why I keep this going.
Yeah, like I want them to know that, like, no, I did not have a conventional job. I didn't have a conventional life. I had 2 sons by the time I was in 11th grade at Northside.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have 5 sons that are above the age of 19.
Yeah.
And I have one that just turned 12.
You're right where my kids are 19 to 27, and then the 12-year-old.
My oldest
And I
son,
got 5 above and 1 at home.
my oldest son just turned 28, and my youngest just turned 12. So
So yeah, you're
to
we're
me,
right about
that
the
was
same.
like, it was different for me because my dad wasn't that way.
Okay? So I spent my whole life trying to stay in that box. And it wasn't until the last few years that I realized, like, I don't ever want to depend on somebody else's paycheck when I can do my own things and make it on my own
Right.
and build something that I can leave behind for the ones below me.
Boy, I can't wait.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What we doing next Sunday, you say?
He said this.
Boy, I can't wait.
Like for real.
I got some information for y'all.
For
Boy,
real.
I'm talking about, man, it's going to change. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you've had that. Like, where did that come from?
Again,
Just like,
my children and their mothers.
but you chose to not go grind under somebody else's paycheck and somebody else's idea of their future, and to do it on your own. And most don't.
Like we were just talking about.
Like, you got, like, that's something to be
We just
proud.
talked about that the other
That's
day.
something to be really proud of, bro. Like, I look up to that as somebody that's now making those changes. Now, like, so.
It's crazy to me because
Because I had kids young too, but it
Right.
still didn't click on me that,
Like,
I guess it's just a confidence maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe you just always had that confidence that you could do it that
hell
way.
no.
No,
Hell
see?
no. Like, people gotta understand, like, what molded and shaped how I ended up. Because there was a summer, I don't remember, I think it was, the summer of the 7th grade. And that summer, I had moved in with Kojak. Now, before then, I mean, I was kind of like a fucking, just a nuisance. You know what I mean? Like fighting and just dumb shit when I was a kid.
Just wilding out.
Just being the regular, you know what I mean? And then when I met Kojak, like, it fucked me up because I've never seen a human being with such fucking confidence. Like, y'all gotta understand, rest in peace, my nigga Kojak. This motherfucker would wake up in the morning and and would brush his fucking eyebrows with a toothbrush. I mean, he was so. I mean, and man, I'm so motherfucking fine. I'm going, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And then I see him moving in his aura, and just seeing that. No, I mean, you don't have to be the finest motherfucker anywhere. You don't. But if you convince yourself, hey, I'm a little bit, man, that's where I picked that shit up from. Cause I was like,
I say that.
I'm like, yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna lie. I chiseled off that. I was like, let me ball a little bit of this. Let me put some of that in my cup.
Let me sit back and observe and watch. And
yeah. I like the way that he was received.
He was putting
You know what I'm saying?
He was putting it out there.
Yeah, the way that he was received. Motherfuckers was waiting for Kojak to show up anywhere. You know what I mean? Rest his soul, for real.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
Oh, you get triple.
That's where my confidence came from. Ain't no way around that. You know, look, they didn't call me up on the triple. They got all three of these motherfuckers. Somebody take some.
Yeah, because I was more in my probably mid-20s when I really started getting confident. Early 20s.
Right.
But I was a fucking asshole.
Right.
Like, I was reflecting on everybody. I didn't realize it, you know?
Motherfuckers didn't know you was a silent assassin.
I'm-
You know what I mean? I used to tell motherfuckers, I was like, you go over to fuck with Mike, he gonna break something on you. You hear me? He know that shit. Y'all better leave him alone. Y'all better leave me. He know that shit. Y'all better back up.
And that's what I love about this channel, because nobody on this channel, they don't, if you told them the guy I used to be,
Right.
totally different person.
Oh shit.
Like, it's all about...
Y'all see that movie? What's that movie called? Bones with Michael Jackson. Shit. Hey man, you know that shit, boy. When them boy tap you 3 times and your shoulder will fall off.
That's what
Shit. You know that shit, boy. You know that shit.
My show.
Okay, so somebody that I also seen and watched make it pretty big, who recently, rest in peace, got a home invasion, Las Vegas.
Right.
Where were you and him within like the scene? Because you know we all grew up the same.
Right.
scene.
This is the craziest story, and shout out to Slope. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's one individual who's gonna speak on me and Succeed's relationship, is Slope. Because that's that's he was there. You know what I'm saying? He know.
Okay.
But me and Duna, we had a very tumultuous relationship.
Right.
Because I even got the pictures on my Facebook. And like I said, again, these things happen and this guy was here. Okay, now y'all can go on my Facebook and there's a picture of me, Dominic Hardwick, D-Dub, shout out to Chubb Love, and
Hardwick
Succeed.
Is it Hardwick Towing?
Yeah.
Hardwick Towing, guys.
Yeah, in case y'all need something cleaned up, yeah.
Get them up.
Yeah, he'll snatch all that out of there. Shout out to D-Dub. And he was, okay, look, this how the story went. Now, everybody know, back in the day, I used to throw car shows. And what I would do was, I would put up my own money. I would pay a cook. I would pay a DJ. Shout out to Rico. Rico he DJ every one of them, you know, Fat Fingers, you know what I'm saying? So,
Y'all need some water?
no, I'm good. Well, yeah, I'll take a glass of water.
Yeah.
Pause on the story for a small corner break. But yeah, you said you want to come over conspiracy theories 101.
I said no conspiracy theories.
He said I got facts.
I got facts.
Big
man.
big facts.
Yeah, like I'm with the shit. I can't wait, bro. Like,
Yeah,
for real.
man.
You know how much information I got, bro.
There you go.
I'm about to lay it out, man.
And shout out to everybody, man. North side, south side, east side, west side, Rolling O's, Millen Heights, 8 block, Dub block, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. If I forgot you and you see me in traffic, just be like, man, you should have shouted me out. My bad. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go.
You should have shouted me out, man.
Should have shouted me out, man. Yes, sir. This is my first podcast, bro.
Mine too.
Yeah, ain't nobody
You know,
ever.
man,
Yeah, ain't nobody ever
motherfucker.
shot you all the shit I done did around here. Ain't nobody say, hey man, you want to come talk
None
to
of
me?
that shit.
Nothing.
None of that shit, man.
I might be a little bit. I ain't a lot, but I'm a little
I
bit.
mean,
Just a little bit. Just a sprinkle.
Just a little
I'm a
something.
sprinkle, goddamn. I'm a
Yeah.
sprinkle. I ain't a lot, but I'm a sprinkle.
Never heard that
So yeah, shout out to Mike, man, for having me over here, man.
Hell yeah, I'm glad I came, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
wow. many joints you roll? What that is? That's another blunt you roll right there?
Nah, man, this backwood fucked up.
Oh.
And you see that other one had to split that bitch down the back.
I seen that.
I rolled that like a regular.
Hey, yeah, I was like, what is he doing? He did that before.
Yeah, because you know sometimes when you get these motherfuckers, look, cause he look like that bitch all chipped and busted. And I asked the lady, I said, could you please get a fresh pack? You please get a fresh pack. Look, I ain't squeezing motherfuckers when I got them.
Yeah.
So she got them down on me. Yep, she did. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This cool though. This little setup,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, this shit laid out, bro. I like this shit.
Hey man, and if y'all got a business out there, look, you can put one of them business posters right up here. You hear me? What camera? I'm looking. What camera?
Camera
The
first.
okay, I can't look there. I'm looking all damn. You can tell I ain't never done no podcast. I'm looking at the damn screen, the damn computer. Hey, businesses, look at that. Like, I'm pretty sure if y'all threw them a couple of dollars, you know, you could put like Timmy's Tire Tool or, you know, Wrecker Service, or if y'all sell plates or sell hair, or, you know, that's the advertising right there. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, get that mic, man, make that happen. In the motherfucking smoke room. In the motherfucking smoke. Appreciate that.
Shit, I'm spilling water everywhere, y'all.
Have them, yes sir. With that whistle.
Here's a bottle. I need some more. It's cold already. This is my wife, y'all.
How you doing? Miss Lady? Thank you for having us in your home.
It used to be Mike and Shay's smoker room, but now it's Mike and Juju.
There you go. You said we swapped it out.
She's doing bigger things.
There you go.
Trying to.
Okay.
We always got our own dreams, you know, our own journey.
Right. Now, what was that question again? What was that? It had something to do with you.
It always got something to do with me.
I know. He's always there. It was, succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I got it. It's a long story, but I have to tell it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, all this starts with one individual, and shout out to him and everybody that was at the show. You know, they're witnesses to it. I had a birthday party. Now, at this birthday party, I booked the show with my relative, Stacks. You know what I'm saying? Stacks. Now, I got to tell y'all the story because it leads up to the story we're doing, right? So, Stacks has this club, and he like, hey man, you finna have your birthday, come up to the club and have your birthday party. You good. I ain't gonna charge y'all nothing. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? And this is the first time, like, we've had a club that was more than 2,000 feet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was the biggest motherfucking club that we had ever performed in, period. Yeah. So soon as I got the green light, like, man, I spent so much. I think, my baby mama left me because of that. Because I spent too much money. Yeah, I gotta kick you out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? I gotta kick the fuck out behind that one. But, yeah, shut up, T. That shit ain't funny.
You gotta spend it to make it, for real.
Yeah, man, because in this business, man, like, when I first got in, I watched a lot of people just completely flop because it would be 2 or 3 people trying to do this shit. And it's like, it really counts. You gotta have that money when you're supposed to. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you talk to these artists, man, you better have their money. Period. Like, when you contact them about a show, you better have something for a deposit. That's the only way I've always won, is because
that's going into everybody's.
Yeah, because like every time I've contacted an artist, I had a loaf, just in case he was like, well, if you, okay, if I what? Right. I got the bread. What do you want to do? You know, and then that, boom, we strike up a contract right there. Now, I was lucky because it's a new day and age. Like, usually you would have to go online, find their booking agent, and do all that shit. Right. I'm not him. I'm going to find him where he's at. You know what I mean? I'm going to find him over here in this neighborhood, in this town, over there, or walking out of this club, you know what I'm saying, and approach him that way, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. Because it's new shit. Like, I could run up on an artist that I want to fuck with, and if I got the cash to drop it to him right there, drop the cash, we can do a contract right there, you know, because everything's, you know, phone related. Right. So shit's real easy nowadays. But, to get back on that, we had this big ass show, And then like I had like 6 months to promote it. So it was fucking crazy. And I got everybody to come and perform. I mean, I can't go through the names because I forget, you know what I'm saying? But it was so, damn near anybody that was relevant back then performed at that show.
Right.
Now, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I want to do the rap shit. Yeah, I want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because it was me, my 2 brothers, and then one of my guys named Timothy, a.k.a. Dub Block. You know what I mean? A.k.a. Moled Masters, Timothy Relevant. And we was Dub Block. You know what I mean? And at this show,
My bad, I locked it.
at this show, this is by far the biggest crowd we've ever performed at, period. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just like we were there until 5 in the morning. All of the groups performed. No fights happened and shit. So I'm on the gas, bro. Like I'm hyped and a motherfucker.
Right.
I'm like, bro, we just performed in front of like fucking damn near 1,500 people. Like that shit was crazy. And so I go in the back. And I'll never forget this shit, T. I go in the back. And the only motherfucker in the back. Shout out to my nigga Stacks. Okay? Back then, everybody was drinking Ciroc. Now, I have dyslexia. You know what I'm saying? So I see shit different.
Hey.
So when I walk in to this motherfucking back room, I see a gallon of Ciroc.
Right.
Do you hear me? I see a gallon of Ciroc sitting in the middle of the table. Now this is what fucked me up, is because it's green, bro. The whole bottle green. The whole fucking bottle is green. And I'm like, I'm coming there like, nigga, we killed that motherfucking show. Did you see all the people out there? And I stopped and he's just looking at me like, shit, the jig is up. Because I know he contacted me. Hey, if you want to have that party over here, come and have it.
Right.
Okay, so we did it. The biggest show I've ever had in my fucking life, my nigga. And like I said, I'm looking at this table and there's this big ass gallon of Ciroc and it's green. And I'm like, why the fuck is this bottle green? I'm not paying attention that that fucking bottle's not green. All the motherfucking money on the table was green. It was turning. There was no space on the table, so all you see is green reflecting through the fucking bottle.
Right.
I look at him and I'm like, that's when this shit hit me. I was like, yes, nigga. Everybody out there paid $15 to get in this club, and it's all sitting on that table, and you can't reach for none of it. Nigga, I had the microphone in my back pocket. I was right-handed God, ass Chris Burns. I walked outside on this stage, nigga, it was our next song. I grabbed that mic, kicked that motherfucker across the stage. I ain't been on stage since.
Oh,
I ain't been on stage since. But shout out to Stacks. He ate. I'm talking about that nigga, it was all 20s. It was like 20s, you know what I'm saying, 100s, 50s. Like, I know for a fact that night, off a local artist, no major names. That night, he probably cleared about 10 bands. He made 10,000 cash, easy, because I know numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because I started doing the shit after, and I'm like,
Right.
I still ain't been able to do what the fuck happened then.
That.
You know what I'm saying? But that whole thing, like, that really fucked me up, because I was like, and he told me, he was like, but you ain't asked to be paid. And I'm like, hold on. He kept it a bean. He was like, hell yeah, I would have paid you.
Yeah,
if you would have asked, right. He was like,
you're getting free right here.
right, but I'm like, we on stage. The nigga gave us a tab at the bar. We got the VIP booths, you know what I'm saying? Our baby mamas was over in the section by themselves where the other motherfuckers like, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we ain't make no money. We ain't make no money. You know, we make no money. That nigga got all that cake. Like I said, shout out to Stacks. But after that, if everybody asks, how come I never dropped the album? Look at Stacks. That nigga, boy, hey, I was like, I'll never rap again. Never rap again. Now, I've done a few, you know, here and there, but that rapping thing, that was never me. That was my little brother, you know what I'm saying? And they still going hard. Shout out to them River Valley monsters over there. Y'all just gonna have to wait for that. Them boys doing something else over there, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. But now, this is where we get to Duna. Now, at this time, Duna knows that I'm paying people to do shows.
Right.
Okay? But the thing about me and Duna is, like, motherfuckers don't know this. Like, me and Duna were in choir. 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade at Kimmons. Yeah. And anybody that went to Kimmons with me, that was in the choir room, y'all knew we was there. It was me, Jaron Harris, Quentin Wilson, Sherman O'Neal.
Was it Mr. Vincent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
and then with
there.
Mr. Vincent, man. And like, we did, hey, I'm not gonna say what motherfuckers used to do in their class, but I'm gonna leave it. But we were like, with Duna, it was different because we both did music, and it was like, choir was an elective. No, but you didn't have to do that.
Right.
You didn't have to do that. Like,
Right.
I could have lettered in choir, but I wasn't finna, you know, I'm like, nobody finna say I got a letter for choir. These niggas out here hit motherfuckers with football, baseball, they gonna give me a note. You know what I'm saying? They put a note on my jacket. I don't even want the jacket. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But I could have lettered in choir when I got to when I got to Northside. That's when I was like, okay, no, they do concerts and concertos. I was like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. But like I said, that music, it was just like, that was the bridge between me and Duna. You know what I'm saying? So he found out that I was doing all these car shows, and he said, well, when's the next one? I told him when the next one was. He said, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna fuck with you. And this picture, the picture is on my Facebook. It's on there somewhere. I'll tag you in that motherfucker later. But it's on my Facebook. And look how this motherfucker did me. And this is my guy, you hear me? I've known Duna since when Duna had that, when he had that yellow visor across his face when we played football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We played for, the fucking Raiders? And he played for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he played for Optimus. But they was over Jeffries. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've known this nigga my whole life. But he knew that at this point in time, I'm paying people to do shows.
Right.
So I get down there, man, the shows, you know, it's fucking crazy, man. It's cars. We got the cars out there. They barbecuing, kids out there. We chilling like a motherfucker. And then he goes all the way to the back where the store is. And he called me. He's like, where you at? And I'm like, shit, I'm at the park, man. Everybody up here, man. Where you at? Where you at? He was like, shit, you got security up there? And I'm like, security? What the fuck do you mean security? I'm like, Duna, we at home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we at home. We at home? What you mean security?
This is our people.
Look, man, I'm not coming down there, man. You ain't got no motherfucking security down there. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? And that nigga jived the fuck out of me, man. Was like, look, man, if you got security there, I'm coming. If you don't, I'm leaving. I said, man, fuck. I said, T down here, man. Come on, man. Goddamn. I said, look, I had to pay T. I said, fuck, T man hurt, man. Watch out for the little buddy. Now, the whole thing about it was, that nigga knew he didn't need security. He knew it. You know what I'm saying? It was just, he knew that he was like, no, motherfucker, you're doing this for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even I was doing it for a reason. It was just doing a new, like, no, you paying people to do everything out here. And you know I'm going to establish, you going to pay something for me. And I did. I took a picture. I was mad at the motherfucker. My arm was crossed. I was like, had to pay you $250. Had to pay him $100. And then this nigga didn't even perform and rolled off of my money. Cause look, if you go on my Facebook again, he was in a Ford F-250.
White.
Yeah, the white one. Yeah. And look, when he drove off, look, he was looking at the camera. I took a picture of him when he left. I said, you bitch. He said, and drove off. And that picture is still on my Facebook right now, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was.
Let me shout out my cousin real fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember Amanda Biggers?
Yes, I do, man. She went to.
French now.
We went to.
What's up, cousin? Kim.
Trusty.
Oh, Trusty to go.
Trusty, yes. Like she used to write on my jean jacket, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think she taught me how to draw a 6-point star, all that. Yes, I remember. Yeah, Pete, Gary. Yeah, I remember all of them.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Charleston, man.
And succeed. Yeah. So that one hurt, man. You know, that hurt because I mean, dude was so Arkansas. Right. It was crazy because like I seen people that were doing what I was attempting to do around that time.
Right.
And that was another reason why I stopped, because we had the two people here who were making the most noise. And I mean, these were my guys. Like, I fucked with both of them. I booked them both for shows. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sacred Young, rest in peace, and Duna. You know what I mean? And they were just gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, I mean, I understand how everything unfolded, but me, I know both of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've known both of them since we were children. So it's the circumstances on both were absolutely, you know, it shouldn't have went that way.
Right.
But what I know in my heart is they were both doing what the fuck they love. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
Like them niggas, like they would talk shit to me because they knew I was half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't no fucking rapper. Why you out here? You know what I'm saying? Because they knew. Like, people that do that music shit,
You gotta put that
they can sniff out a motherfucker that's just, you know what I'm saying? You know, you trying to get some money. I was like, so. You know what I'm saying? So I need
I got
something.
shit to take care
Hell
of.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? But as you say, faking it till I make it. It's just, I never made it and gave it the fuck up. You know? But I watched them two, man, like, move to, you know, headed that way.
Yeah.
And just, you know, it was taken from them way too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Daniel was just really hitting.
Yeah.
Because I was working at FedEx, and when he was, well, probably a year before that happened, when he was really like going to huge places, filming videos over there, and and then just boom.
And another one, Michael Wayne. Because when I first moved to Fayetteville, when I turned 17, shout out to all these guys, man. When I got to Fayetteville, the first place I went to, I walked in and it was Enochi Moses, Michael Wayne, and Duna.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers they had a whole fucking townhouse. And we were still in high school. Yeah. They had a whole fucking townhouse in Fayetteville off of Weddington. I swear to God. I don't know if they just went up there on the weekends, but them niggas had a whole apartment in Fayetteville, and we were all kids. And I'm like, how the fuck did y'all do this? You know what I'm saying? And nobody would tell me shit when I always went there. Hell yeah. I always went.
Somebody had a rich uncle.
No, there wasn't no rich uncles. Them niggas was, they would shuck a duck in some quacks. That's what they would do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But shout out to my guys, man. Michael Wayne, rest in peace. Duna, rest in peace. Sacred Young, rest in peace, man. Them is all my brothers, man. Straight up. Real talk. Real talk. And those that know, know. We don't worry about the streets. I'm not worried about the industry. They families know. You know what I'm saying? Their parents know. You know what I mean? So that pretty much sums that up with that.
Yeah. That goes back to that being real, why you stay relevant, you know?
Right. So that was, that's the whole thing with Duna, man. And like I said, it was all just a big ass fucking, let's see who makes it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said, they knew that I wasn't really, you know what I mean? They knew. They were like, nah, you're doing this and you're going to turn into something else. I was like, so? You know what I'm saying?
I got my journey.
Right. But they knew that, you know, I was making just as much noise as they were.
Yeah.
But I wasn't having it before. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point I got to where it was like, I'm just going to start booking artists and bringing them home.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing since I started doing it when I turned 30. And I'm 45 right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm 45. Shit.
That sounds about right. I'm 46.
Yeah, that dyslexia just kicked in. It happens.
Now,
look at how I am.
Since you brought that up, how much harder was it, do you feel?
Oh, fuck.
Because I feel, first time I heard about dyslexia was the Cosby Show.
Right.
Theo. And it was explained like you have to work 5 times harder than everybody else.
Man, like
to just be right there on that same.
What's so weird about my dyslexia is how we found out.
Yeah.
Okay, because anybody that went to school in Fort Smith around this time, there was a music teacher. And there was one music teacher that went around to every elementary school.
Miss Pickle?
Say it again, God. Say it again.
Shout out, Miss Pickle.
Say it again. I don't know where she's at. I don't know if
I think about that. I've told my family about her. I think about her all the time.
She's the one that noticed something was wrong with Brian. Right. Because she would come, I was in 4th grade at Trustee. My teacher was Miss Larson.
Okay.
She was, you know what I'm saying? Miss Larson. And she would come on Wednesdays, and I would always get happy because I knew on Wednesdays in Miss Larson's class, Miss Pickle gonna show up with the motherfucking drums and them thimbles, and I'm gonna make some motherfucking noise. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy because I know she's gonna show up. Now, one day she shows up, and I got in trouble because I didn't do my work. Okay, so she goes over there, and she puts down some music notes. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Brian, hum that. And then I'm like, I can read them notes. Read them motherfuckers backwards.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. She was like, do you know your phone number? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, write it down right now. The second I wrote my phone number down, I wrote it down backwards. And that's when she was like, oh, you poor thing. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? And then she went and she grabbed Miss Larson, and then Miss Larson came over there, you know what I'm saying? And she looked at it, she was like, okay. And then that's when they started the test and shit. And at this point in time, they didn't even call it dyslexia. They was like, remedial. He's remedial.
A processing.
So, yeah, real talk. I'm keeping it a bean. I ain't finna lie about who the fuck I am. So, and with math, bro, like math, like life, man, I can run through life motherfucking backwards with my eyes closed with one leg.
Right.
But if you put a fucking number down in front of me, I'm gonna get nervous and my hands start getting, you know what I'm saying? Math just is like the way that my brain processes numbers. It's like this. If you told me your phone number, I hear it backwards. If you tell me write down this number, I'm going to write that number backwards. When the average person starts on the right to read, I start on the left.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Everything processed is
Backwards.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, when I'm taking in information. So yeah, like in school, no.
Well, shout out to Miss Pickle.
Yeah, Miss Pickle, Miss Larson, and Miss Henderson and Trusty. I mean, they probably, somebody said they just closed Trusty down.
Oh, for real?
But yeah, but that's,
Police Training Academy.
yeah, that's,
Police
what?
Training Academy?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't going back to Trusty.
They're using
ain't
for
going back
police
to
training.
You know what? Hey, but I will say this. There is a tree in front of Trusty. And I was there. I was part of the 6th grade class. We buried a damn time capsule out there. We did.
Yeah.
It is a time capsule out there in Don't nobody go out there digging that shit up and say I said to do it. I just know.
You just know where it's at. You didn't tell me
It's
that.
right. There's a tree right there in the front. It's right to the left of the entrance. There's a big tree right there. We buried a big box, and it was like, you know, it was like baseball cards, you know, everything that was relevant around that time.
I remember like all kinds of kids that didn't go to Sunnymead where I hear them all the time talk about time capsule.
Yeah.
And fuck, we may have did it. I smoked a lot of weed in my life.
Yeah,
I do not
yeah.
remember at Sunnymead burying a time capsule.
We damn sure did it at Trusty. I'm talking about they had the backhoe out there and everything, like because they used the backhoe to put the tree down there.
Right.
And like I think the news came out there and everything. But like
That's
there is a time capsule from our 6th grade class in front of Trusty somewhere.
Did they select certain kids to put stuff in it?
No, it was like the whole 6th grade class. Like because it was like the class that was going from the 6th grade to the 7th grade.
Yeah. Over to the
So
next
yeah.
level.
So I don't know if they did it with the prior class or the one after that, but I remember our class got to put, you know, I remember that.
So what'd you put?
Look, I put in. This is crazy. I put in an Egyptian ring.
I remember that.
Yep,
It was
Miss Haley's.
in Miss Haley's class.
Yep, Miss Haley's class too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wait. She was there when we were, I don't know what, I've been to every grade with Amanda. Like from 1st grade all the way up, she's been in a class with me.
Yeah.
We were sitting in class when the rocket thing blew up.
Oh,
We were watching it on TV.
I did a show about that, like how traumatic
The
it
first
was
one?
for the kid.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like 86. And it was, this shit was like 2
4th
days.
grade, I think.
It was
me, so
2
third
days.
grade, probably.
It was 2 days before my birthday.
Yeah.
It was January 12th. I'll never forget that. It was January 28th. It was 2 days before my
It was
birthday.
the first time ever NASA had made sure all schools watched.
Right.
And we're sitting there like,
And boom!
And that bitch
And
blew
then they
up.
just take us back to class. And like,
I think they gave me an apple. They gave me an apple. Like, you didn't see that. Yeah, I did.
Here's
The
some
motherfucker
chocolate
blew up like a
cake.
firework, you know? I mean,
They're all right,
funny.
they're all
Yeah,
right.
not to be funny about it, but
no,
yeah.
it's good. On the side, the conspiracy side, that shit goes really deep. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tune in Sunday for that one.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What you got?
Let's see. Keep getting
And
off.
smoke responsibly, people.
Always.
And like I said, y'all see the back wall? Hey man, you got a tow truck business, you got a cleanup business, You got a detail business. Man, y'all can rent some space on this wall back here. You know, you can,
That's why
at
he's him.
Look at all that.
Never even processed.
Yeah, put your have your little toe rigging back there on every episode. Every episode.
He's speaking facts too.
Every one. Y'all get at him, man. Get
Listen
at him.
to him.
The smoke room, 420. 40 dub. 40 dub. 40 dub.
Alright, so you didn't.
Pushing it.
You said you didn't get into music till later.
Right?
As a kid, did you then have that dream of what you wanted to be?
Hell no.
I heard a lot of people at
Hell
elementary
man.
talk about I wanted to be this and I wanted to be a veterinarian. My mind didn't process that shit till way later. Like I was just trying to enjoy what was going on, I guess, and to keep up with everybody else. You know.
Where I was from, and you're from there too. You know what I mean? But life was different. And anybody that's from here, anybody that's born in this town knows, life is different for them kids across Midland Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Life is different for those kids on the left side of Midland Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Back off Wilma, Musset, Neese, Reagan Court, 6th Street. Like, life was
7th
different
Street Park.
for kids over there.
See, I lived a little off of there, but my family, grandma, all lived right there in that area.
Mm-hmm. So, what I wanted to be was simple. It was very simple, Mike. And like with the people that I grew up with, there was only one. There were two things I exceeded to be in life. Two. One was to stay the fuck out of jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my first experience with jail was fucking horrible. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that when you go to a super maximum penitentiary when you're 10 years old to visit your father, that fucks you up. You know? And I went down there twice to visit my father while incarcerated, unbeknownst to my mama. My mama knew nothing about this. You know what I mean? So it was just like, my mom knew that that would fuck me up. That's why she, you know, that's why she didn't want me to go. That's why she refused to let me go.
Right.
But then my mom's or my dad's sisters, you know, were like, well, that's how she look at it. We take you to see your dad.
Yeah.
So they took me down, you know, to Varner. Seen him one time. The next time we went down, I think it was Bricky's. You know, and that shit really kind of fucked me up. You know? And I can sit here as a grown-ass man and an adult and say, like, if I was to ever be incarcerated, like, there's no way in hell I would allow my children to come and see me under those circumstances.
Yes.
Because I'm not speaking from an outside. I'm talking about from a 10-year-old child being walked into a penitentiary, dogs barking, taking my shoes off, getting against the wall. I'm being searched as a 10-year-old kid. You know what I mean? And it kind of, and this is how crazy it is, because on my Facebook, I have two pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I've got two pictures where me and my father we went and visited. Okay, in the first picture, you look, and you can see it, like, you're like, look at that little fucking kid. Look at him, he's happy to be with his dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the next picture, I'm standing and I'm dressed exactly like my dad. My dad had on a, you know, when I went down there, he had on a white Dickie suit.
Yeah.
So when I go back, I got on black boots and I have on a brown Dickie suit.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what's going on until I get fucking older, and I'm just like, oh, that's where mom didn't want me to go. Because I'm like, as I'm going down here, I'm programming myself like, this is where you're headed. This is where you're coming. You know what I mean? But it was just my mama had a firm hand and a swift punch. So like, you know, it wasn't, there was no give there. Like with that jail shit, like shout out to my guys. Like I can mention them all right now. The first people I ever went to jail with in my life, it was me, Big Dion, William Stewart, Leonard and Lionel Porter. Man, we went to jail for stealing fucking, oh my God.
Look at Leonard and Lionel.
Yeah, my nigga. Yeah. We went to jail, and this is a true story, man. We went to jail for stealing Clear Pepsi had just came out.
Pepsi.
And them motherfuckers, you know.
Had to have it.
Yeah, look. But this was when it was 3 liters. Y'all remember the 3 liters?
Yeah.
They had 3 liters of Clear Pepsi, but them motherfuckers was like, what, $6.99 back then? We ain't had no motherfucking money. Man, we went into the funky market and stole. Look. They just got these motherfuckers in. You hear me? And ain't nobody really bought them. And we walk in, it's 10 3-liters gone. Them motherfuckers called the police on us so fast, man. So the police ran around force people looking at us. We go to the rock crush. We go to the rock crush, throwing motherfucking me rocks, busting glass and shit. Man, them police swooped up, snatched up every one of our ass, took us downtown. Swear to God, true story. Look, true story. I'm sitting there, we all sitting there. Everybody done called their mamas and shit. I done called my mama. Everybody sitting there. Now, as the night goes on, I watched all these niggas, moms, grandmas. They came in there just, give me my baby, let him go. What the, you know what I'm saying? Just concerned about their kids. Okay, I'm like, yeah, my mama finna come in here and cut you motherfuckers out. My mama finna snap out. She probably gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, mama finna come in here and act a fool.
She gonna be like, I told your ass.
This where the room goes silent, goddamn me. My mama, at this point in time, she's a security guard at OK Foods. So when she walk in, she look like one of them. Right. She got the badge on, the hat. You know what I'm saying? Had the Jerry Carroll. You know what I'm saying? She got the little, you know, where she put the little flashlight slip thing.
Right. Mace over
and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I see her, I say, Mom, you took me to jail, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Like they just picked me up and was like, come on.
Yeah.
Like they literally just stole me and brought me to jail.
I ain't doing
Nothing. Man, my mama sat down and I'll never forget this shit.
We was just drinking clear Pepsi.
Yeah. She sat down, she put her head up, she's like, what you doing? What you doing? I said, Mo, look, I started crying, Mo, we were 30. You said, look, slow your ass down, slow down, breathe. What the fuck did you do? Mama, we went up there and there was some clear Pepsi and we wanted them and we took them. She said, did you pay for them? I was like, no. She says, so you stole them people's stuff? She had concern. So you stole them people's stuff? I was like, yeah, Mama, I stole it because I didn't have no money. I wanted it. She said, well, baby, you should have luck. And I'm sitting there crying like, what? What you mean? She said, you gonna learn about stealing. Man, my mama gotta walk the fuck out of jail, bro. My mama left. I went to the glass, Mama! My mama never looked back and walked smooth the fuck out that jail. Left me there. I'm sitting there like, she gonna come back. She gonna come back. Shit, them deputies like, nigga, your mama's not coming back. They came out there with the orange jumpsuit. I started crying. I cried hard to motherfuckers. And they suited me and booted me, man. I'm gonna tell the truth. They suited me and booted me, man. And I think I was, man, I could have been no more than 12 or 13, bro. Couldn't have been no more than 12 or 13. And they took me and they brought me an apple and a peanut butter jelly sandwich and a juice. Kicked my ass in that cell. Stayed the night. Mama came and got me the next day. She said, now do you understand? And that's when I knew, like right then at 12, if I ever go to jail, I'm not calling your ass. But when you're but real shit. But when you're a minor,
calling dad's side of the family.
ain't none of them coming. Hell no. So at that age, I understood whatever the fuck trouble that I personally go out and get into, anything that shit that happens to me, man, my mom was a fierce bear. Yeah. If something, you know, if I'm attacked or something like that, yes, my mom's gonna come to my defense. Boy, but if I go out there and throw the first stone, she gonna watch that ass woman come to Brian. Look at that dumb son bitch threw that rock. Oh, they got you, didn't they, baby? I told you not to do that shit. Like, it was crash and burn with my mama, man. Like, she was raising boys. You know what I'm saying?
You respect her now for it?
Man, too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Man, I am finna be damn near 50 and I still don't cuss in front of my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it, like, she be like, what? Nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, and anybody that know me that has been to my mama's house, man, will light you. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you curse in front of my mama, she gonna blaze your motherfucking palm with a wooden spoon. Act tough.
Yeah.
Man, my mama tear that ass up.
And don't hide don't hide the spoon.
Right.
She got backup like
Yeah.
So
it's like,
oh
you
man,
think
right? You ain't did nothing. Put another spoon out.
So
Damn.
that
my dad
was
had a paddle.
Oh,
that was my
I'd be the one
instance
to break it and hide it.
with the crime shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, I'm gonna have to find something. Like I can't be going to jail
I got it.
because I know that shit's gonna break my mama's heart.
Yeah.
And I was more scared of my mom than I was the police, than the niggas that I ran with. Like the niggas that I ran with was scared of my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was sometimes where we would get out and some shit would get tough. They were like, go home. Go home. I'm like, what you mean go home? Your old mama ain't finna kick my ass because we knew you was over here. No, I'm finna, get your ass, go, bye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But them were the older homies, you know what I'm saying? Because they had respect for my mom like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I mean,
That's solid though.
yeah. And all of that shit happened.
Because that's usually the dad that kind of forces more of that.
Right.
So it's good that you had her
No.
that could do both sides.
Nah, my pops was, like, he got locked up when I was 8.
Hey,
Now the crazy thing about it was I didn't see him again until I turned 18. And guess what the fuck? The first time I seen my father, I was in Buckets.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, me and Curtis Barrett, we was in Buckets. Or no, we were on our way to Buckets. And Mike, you remember Mike? The dude that ran Buckets, yeah.
Mike Aiken?
Yeah, Mike fucking called and was like, hey man, there's a guy out here that needs to talk to you. You need to get here. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but when Mike call you and tell you somebody at the pool hall and need to talk to you, you get your ass to the pool hall, period. I don't give a fuck what's going on. If Mike call you, say you gotta come to the pool hall, you go to the pool hall.
Something's important, yeah.
So I get to the pool hall, and as soon as we pull in, I see the car there, and I'm like, but I just glance, I'm like, and then Curtis was like, nigga, that's your daddy. You know, Curtis, because Curtis knew my dad. Curtis was like, that's your daddy, fool. I'm like, what? What the fuck you mean? You a motherfucking lie. I turn around, I turn around, look, ooh, shit, that's my daddy. It's my daddy. So, like, right then, like, I'm going through all type of shit, like, okay, do I want to sock this nigga in the mouth or do I give him a hug? You know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't seen him since the last time I visited him in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, my mama never spoke a foul word about him. You know what I'm saying? Even though all the shit, all these years, I've never heard my mama rail on my father. You know what I'm saying? I've heard her say that, oh, I love that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know she cared, because she be snapping out about that. Fuck that motherfucker. I hit him with the car. I'm like, oh shit, okay, all right, we don't talk about that no more.
She still got a feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's when I kind of got to know my dad, because I hadn't seen him up until then. And me and Curtis walk out there. You know, I give him a hug and we're talking and shit. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a beam, man, with this story, because it's real life. This shit really happened.
Right.
So I give him a hug and shit, and the first thing he says is, "Look, man, like, I know I ain't been there, whoop whoop, whatever. I need you to come over and holler at me." And he wrote a fucking number down on a piece of paper and gave it to me. He said, "Come to this address at 7 o'clock." I said, "Okay." Now this is a true story, because these are the people that I was with. It was me, Curtis, Taz, Joe, Joe's wife, Sostain, and Mark Latino, Chris Latino, and Chris's homeboy Chucky. Now Chucky had a dirt pipe, rest in peace, man. Nicole's brother Chucky. I forgot Chucky's last name, but Chucky, he passed away, but he was the coolest motherfucker on earth. Rest in peace to Chucky. But we were all at my brother's house, and we're all chilling, and Chucky had a dirt bike, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're sitting there chilling, and I remember that I had to be at my dad's, but I don't have a fucking car. So I'm sitting there, and Chucky's like, "Dude, man, you can fucking take my bike." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, bad." So I jump on the motherfucking motorcycle, right? And I go to the motherfucking address of where, you know what I'm saying, where Pops was. Till I walk in this motherfucker, I knock on the door, I walk in. As soon as I walk in, like I said, this shit happened a long time ago, so I ain't fucked up by talking about it now. It happened a long time ago. I walk in. Yes, bro. God. Oh, that's, like I said, this is when I understood what the fuck my daddy was. Because all these rumors and meals and shit that I'm hearing, like, you gotta understand, like, the type of dude my dad was, like, once I was able to get out and move around, like, all the big money heavyweights, like, they came up under my dad. You know what I'm saying? So, these, like, soon as I hit the block, they were like, "Hey, man, here, go get you some, you know, you such and such daddy. Here, go." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm good. Because everybody knew I smoke weed. I don't do nothing else. I can't, I'm not finna sell that. I'm not finna, I smoke weed, so that's it. I smoke weed. Yeah.
You straight.
Right.
With, why not hit you up now? Yeah.
So I walk in the house and Mike, I'm not bullshitting you, bro. I was 18 years old. I've never seen so much weed before in my life. And there was like probably 30 trash bags and they had bricks in it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? He said, man, go get that backpack. So I walk over, get a backpack. He takes the backpack and he's like, happy birthday. He's like, call me in a week. I don't look in the backpack. I don't do shit. I take the fucking backpack, get on a fucking dirt bike. And like I said, now I'm realizing what the fuck was going on, and I didn't realize it until I got there. I get on a fucking dirt bike, I'm going down Jenny Lynn. We go all the way down Jenny Lynn. What's that street? Fresno, we take a left. On motherfucking Fresno. On a fucking dirt bike. Going with the knobbies, everything. Fucking dirt bike. No fucking rear view, none of that shit. Illegal
not
bike.
street legal at all.
Right. And I pull up in the fucking yard, I go in the house, I'm thinking it's boxes of shoes, bro. I open that fucking bag, and my father had given me 5 fucking pounds of weed for my 18th birthday. And I was like, nah, see what the fuck I was talking about. Like, I love my father. You know what I'm saying? It's unequivocal. I spent the last 5 years of his life with him, you know what I'm saying, in Oklahoma working with him, you know what I'm saying? But he was a certain type. You know what I mean? And it was like, if you didn't understand that, you wouldn't understand him.
Some people just stay
That's
that
it.
chapter of their
That's
life.
it. That's it.
They don't go on to that next
That's it.
chapter.
He never wanted to. You know what I mean? He was what it was, and it's like
I got a lot of
he didn't apologize about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's good that you got those last 5 years.
Yeah. We passed all that up, man. We was, I worked with him every fucking day. And it's crazy because that was what really was able for me to walk away from the game totally.
Right.
Is because he called me and challenged me to work. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, motherfucker, what you doing down there? I'm like, what you think I'm doing? Why don't you come your ass up in the Tulsa, man, slang some of this furniture with me? I said, what? I said, nah, at this point in time, I'm like, this old nigga done challenged me. Daddy done challenged me. You damn right. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing shit here, so I packed up my girl, my son, moved to Tulsa, started working for a moving company, and I worked there for damn near 9 years.
Yeah.
Stayed in Tulsa for 9 years. Yeah. Damn sure did. And that was all because of my dad. I didn't know nobody in Tulsa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad was up there.
Right.
Took my son up there, his mom, and, set roots, and we were there.
Now, how long has Pops been gone?
Man, 2000. Fuck, I want to say 8? 2008, I think. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Well, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Archie. Yeah, let it go.
I got you.
Rest in peace, Archie Ray Jones. What's up with them Moffat boys? Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah, I remember we used to have them races. Yeah,
Moffat,
we used to have them races over there by the bar, running motherfuckers barefoot. When they used to give us them trophies, come on, man. Come on, man, over there Ronnie Mo, huh? With them Rottweilers, huh? And them Doberman Pinchers, huh? Come on, man, them Castleberries, man, huh? Them relatives, man, huh? Shit, I'm across that water, too. Don't get it twisted. That's that Jones in my bones, huh? Yeah. That motherfucker hit like a jack mule.
There you go.
Oh! Oh! Let me next question.
Already.
Yeah. Oh!
What's this?
Every time I hit that, I start sweating. You just got sweat.
Instantly get hot.
Again, if y'all got any type of business, there's space up here. Look, you can be right behind his head. Right there. Talking about, I
If
called.
you want over there, he can slide over.
Right.
Talking about somebody called because they seen your picture on the smoke room. Like, yeah, I seen your ad on the smoke room.
I'd like to, yeah, for real. Get at me. What's something that people would be surprised to know about you?
You know the craziest thing about that, and people would not believe it, is that Mike, on some real shit, I am a very, very private person.
Yeah.
I'm very, very private. Like, socially, I have to be active. I have to be out there. I have to be sharing.
Right.
But like my personal things,
life.
like I've had to understand that my kids are older now. You know what I'm saying? Like they're men. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I can't be. I have to respect their privacy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like in order for me to do that, I kind of gotta just understand that they're men. They have their lives. They got social medias. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like you just gotta.
They got their own grind.
Right. You kind of got to gear back to that. You know what I mean? Because you always want to be, you know, just in tune with it.
Right.
You know, in tune with it. So, them boys is something else. All of them. All of them. Them are the reason why I keep it pushing. Real talk.
Do you have all boys?
Yes. I have 6 boys. The oldest is 28. The youngest is 12.
I have
Yes.
30 and 30.
Now the crazy thing about it is I have 6 boys by 6 different women.
That's
Yes. And shout out to the mothers of my
I
children.
got 6 kids by 4 different
There
women.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the mothers of my
Did
kids.
you, as a young person, because I always tried to fit that, like boxing, you got to be a tough macho guy. You knew me.
Mhm, yeah.
Always, you know, no matter what I felt inside, I always had to put that face on.
Right. Shit, we
I
supposed
got
to.
where I was going. God damn it.
It'll come back to you. Read the script again. We're here.
No, we're good. I'm gonna hit
Run
this
it back.
real
Ain't
fast.
nobody got to be nowhere. Shit.
Oh, did you, as a young dude, did you like want like the idea of family, and like was it something you thought about earlier than most people? Because I remember like elementary school, I didn't know where I wanted to be in life, but I always wanted to be married. I always wanted to have kids. I wanted to have my family, you know.
Right.
And then I ended up going through this woman and this woman and this woman, and or was it just?
I think that for me personally, yes, I did. Because, like, the thing with the mothers of my children is, like, these weren't random women. You know, like, these were women that I was in lengthy relationships with. You know what I mean? Nobody was like a overnight hookup. You know, like, I had spent years of my life with these women. So, it was different for me because I respected that. You know what I mean? I respected the fact that we've had relationships before our children. So it was kind of like I already knew these women before they had my kids.
We were friends.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
When
that
things
was really
went
cool.
south in the relationship, me personally, I always fought really hard when I knew I should have stepped away because it was past that point to
Right.
stay because of kids.
Right.
Was that ever like an issue with you, or when it went south, you were out?
It wasn't a fact. This was the thing.
I should have left, you know.
Right, and see
it worked.
that's why a lot of people don't want to ask me. I mean, sometimes you don't want to ask people their opinion because my opinion on shit will shock you because of what I've been through and how I've had to go through
Exactly.
things. So it's like where
Perspective's everything.
right. So where you would say that, I would be like, for me, like I'm a lot to deal with, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, like I've cut the shit and I understand who the fuck I am, and I'm a little bit to deal with.
I'm
you
gonna
know what I
have
mean?
it this way because that's what I want out of life. I
Not
know
even,
what I want.
not even that. I'm
Oh,
just,
okay.
I'm like
So I-
fucking, like a horse with the blinders on, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like I ain't paying attention to shit but what I can see in front of me.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not a correct way to move. But I have to understand that's how I've always been. Like I cannot get distracted from creating some money to send somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This
Like
is the main
with the
focus.
kids and the way that my shit's set up. You know what I mean? It's got to be forward progress. So.
And that's a great quality because me in that situation, I would set the fuck down and then get in a slump, and it'd take me forever to build back up to the
Right.
person I was. And I should have just been
Right.
here the whole time, but emotions and
But this is the cost. in these relationships, like, I mean, all the mothers of my children, like, when everything went sour, like, I gotta raise my hand. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a lot to deal with.
Right.
But it always came to a point to where, and I mean, and this is a lot of shit that motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say motherfuckers, but this is a lot of shit that guys don't really want to, they don't want to cop to it. But it was just like, I was hell on them women, man, and you know what I'm saying? And when you understand that, like, my thing was, I loved these women. You know what I'm saying? And you can love someone and still be a fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Still do, just dumb shit. I'm not saying that everybody accepts it.
Yeah.
But people are who people are. You know what I'm saying? And you can either fuck with them or you can't fuck with them once you understand who they are.
Right.
These women understood who I was, and that was it. You know what I mean? So it was like, when I seen that my behavior was affecting their life, their lifestyle, their attitudes, their emotions, that's when, I was like, okay, I need to go. You know what I mean? And
that's great foresight.
Right. But because it happened the way that it happened, because it wasn't no just fucking big out, fucking blown out war, like, I'm still cool with all my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we still cool. All the, the boys are good.
Things
you know
didn't get pushed to that point.
No, because we both came to a point to us they're like, okay, our quality of life is going down because of the shit that you do. And I'm like, you're right. And it's like where the average person would say, okay, well, I'm going to change. I wasn't ready to. You know what I'm saying? And thing about being a dude is you got to be honest, right? You got to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell. If you love me, you tell them the truth. And I'm like, look, like, I love the fuck out of you, but it's just like, at that point in time, I had way too much shit going on. I was all over the fucking place, like, and it was just too much. And I'm like, I'm a little motherfucker from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Like, I was in Miss Horton's, like, fucking remedial math class. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And now I got all these fucking responsibilities. Motherfuckers asking me about liquor orders, and I got dyslexia. Like, give me 4 boxes. How many's in 4 boxes? That's 12. 12 times 12, Brian. Make your calculator. You know, that type of shit when I was doing it. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. For sure. Hell yeah. That's crazy. Hey boy, that's a good question. You knew Geraldo Rivera.
No, it helps knowing the guess.
There you go.
And
Wait a minute. I got a question.
Yeah.
You was there when that fight happened at Buckets. When all them fucking pool sticks and shit got thrown. Was you there that night?
was that when Shaq got his leg broke, knee broke?
I don't.
It was Duna and a bunch of Wild G's.
Yeah, that was the night.
I showed up right after it happened.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, Shad, he's on here all the time.
That shit was crazy. Like, I hit 2 dudes and I'm still cool with them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, y'all just scared everybody in there when y'all start throwing pool balls and pool sticks.
What's up, Live Lemons?
For real.
Love you, son. Thank you for being on here. Hey, everybody, check out Life's Lemons on all platforms. That's my boy.
Check it out. Yes, sir.
All right. If you could meet anybody and have lunch with them, not just alive, but unalive as well.
That's a dead giveaway. Straight up. I know. There's no question. Meyer Lansky.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Beyond the shadow of a doubt. Yes. I'd love to just sit down and have a conversation. You got to understand. Like, in my generation, it was Scarface.
Yeah.
Okay? It was Scarface.
9% of men.
Everybody. Scarface. My mother, once she knew that I was moving around outside of the parameter of regular life,
Right.
I ain't never had. My mama's bought me. I'm about to be 46, man. My mama's bought me two books in my entire life.
Yeah.
The first one was a Bible. The second one was Maya Lansky. Okay,
yeah.
now I read this book at probably 6th or 7th grade, and I was just like, how in the fuck how did this happen? Because it's a true story. You know what I'm saying? It's a true story. This motherfucker was the absolute king of the mob.
Right.
And never, you hear me? Nothing ever happened to this man. Nothing. Not a bird shit on his. Nothing. Multi-millions, man, and it was all about what? His motherfucking in-exclusivity, nigga. He moved around like absolutely nothing, nobody doing nothing.
A ninja.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, yeah, get Maya Lansky.
That's
I think
probably
it's on Prime or something, and y'all check that out, man. That's real deal. Like, dude, Maya Lansky, man, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Now, would that be your favorite book?
No, I still remember my favorite book. It's gonna fuck everybody up that went to school with me. The only reason it's my favorite book is because, like I said, oh shit. Say it again, man. Look, you got it damn right, Mr. Motherfucking what's his name?
Davis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, that motherfucker. Look, this is what he told me. Now,
The
understand?
greatest teacher.
I had dyslexia. Okay, so I'm in his class, and he comes in, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? The first thing he said, first day of that class, nigga. The first day of his class, that motherfucker came in with that book. He said, ladies and gentlemen, this motherfucker look like Anthony Hopkins. Look just like Anthony Hopkins. You hear me? Look just like your man. If you went to chemist and you had English, you had Mr. Tell me that wasn't Anthony Hopkins. Yep. He come in and said, look, ladies and gentlemen, you will not pass this class if you do not know this book. It was Watership Down by some motherfucking rabbits.
Yeah.
Boy, that motherfucking movie. You know they just did a little yeah. I had to watch that shit. I said, look at Frith.
They did a good adaptation.
That shit was I went and bought the motherfucker. Went to Barnes and Noble, man. I know a dude I can walk in there like, hey man, this is a book about rabbits. He was like, you know the name? I was like, it was Watership something. He was like, let me look it up. He looked that shit up, nigga. His eyes went. Look how he turned the screen, like he was making, like I was making fun of him. You know what I'm saying? Like he turned the screen, and he's like, this a book? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't need some fuck shit. He just found like, is this it? And I'm like, that's it. He was like, you want this book? And I'm like, yeah. Can you take me? That way he walked me over there and got the book. But what fucked with me so bad about that book is that was the only book that I had to, because he told us straight up, if you do not know this book, I'm gonna flunk your ass. Now understand, you're talking to a remedial kid. So I know I got to do double, triple, extra. Man, me and that motherfucker, boy, I'm talking about, look, me and Mr. Stout on the way to kids, look.
Mr. Stout.
On that damn bus, nigga. Me and that damn bus bouncing around. Shit. Hit them railroad tracks, goddamn. Straight up, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Stout.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Stout, Mr. Davis. But that book, that forever. Like, because I passed the 9th grade. So, like, I did good on the book. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about a kid that has, certain, learning disabilities. You know what I mean?
What was great about Mr. Davis was he would read the book throughout the course.
Yeah.
And he had a voice for like all the characters. He had been to Ireland or wherever the author was from and met him several times and spent time with him. Got his idea of each character, and he brought it.
That was Anthony fucking Hopkins.
He brought it to life like he was Anthony Hopkins.
That's that. Like, I don't know if that's what he planned, but nigga, he dropped that seed in a few people. Oh, yeah. And I'm one, like, nigga, that book still, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with that. Yeah, I still fuck with that book.
The fact
he said Watership Down. I'm like,
fuck. Yeah.
Big wig. I remember all of them motherfuckers.
It just shows what an impact he made on
Right. And now, this is what it is. do you think that's what he did? You think he did that on purpose? You think that's because everybody that went to Kimmons, that book was in your motherfucking face. Every 9th grader didn't pass English because of that fucking book.
It was a great analogy for life. And I think he probably embraced the concept of it, went and met the guy with the idea, I want to know everything I can about this and pass this along as I'm going to have my time to teach.
Cause niggas, them girls would be like, when one of the
That's
rabbits
what his whole
died, they
class
had a
was.
fucked up day. Like they would leave class, the rabbit died.
They're going to eat the other rabbit?
Yeah, they're like,
Remember the whole group that kept
yeah,
them up?
yeah, nigga, they was eating each other,
Yeah.
boy. Oh yeah, yeah, that shit was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, that's that book, bro. That book there, that shit stuck with me forever, man. And
Real talk.
I be wondering if people still remember that book. You know what I mean?
Mr. Davis and Mr. Moody at Northside. Do you have Mr.
Kimmons.
Moody?
He was a Kimmons.
Mr. Moody?
No, Mr. Davis.
No, I know. And then at Northside, Mr. Moody, did you have him?
No, I didn't have Miss Moody. I had Miss Caprovi.
He was that same kind of teacher, just fucking awesome teacher. We watched certain movies throughout the course. Like we watched Stephen King's It. And yeah, it was a cool class. We spent half the class him reading shit to us, give us a quiz.
Okay.
Then he would let you change the answers as you all went over it in class so that everybody made an A. And then the second half of the class, you watch movies.
Okay.
He was cool as hell.
Okay. What we got next?
He's like, you need to get Shaylee out of Portsmouth schools.
You want to get it out? Why?
I keep reading books about rabbits eating rabbits.
Hey man,
It was a good one.
for real, straight up. Oh, what up, BJ? Look at the look at
BJ
BJ.
Crocker.
Hey, me and BJ used to go hard. Hey, Durbin's, baby. We go back to Durbin's. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Oh, BJ Crocker. Yeah, we one of them north side babies, one of them deep north sides. From the other side of the tracks. Like I said, on the left side of Midland, that's where we from.
What's your, from your inner self, what's your best quality?
I'm funny the motherfucker, man. I'm funny the motherfucker. I'm funny the motherfucker. I think that's it.
That's a good
I think
one.
that, I mean, that's what's, like, man, like, when you've been through the shit that I done been through, like, the plain and simple fact that I am able to look at anything and twist my smile upwards, man, shit, what can I complain about, man?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's all
I
technical.
overall enjoy life. I enjoy what I'm able to do. So it ain't a lot of shit for me to be bitter about. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like wherever I go, man, I'm infectious. I'm gonna play. I'm a big ass kid at heart. You know what I mean? And that shit ain't gonna never go away. You know, like my kids act more grown than I do. They know it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh shit, that again. Shit, that again. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I think what happens is, as adults, we grow up and we forget what it's like to be a kid for some
Yeah,
reason.
because
So many do.
Bills. That's all I
But
think
yeah,
about.
there's so many complexities and hurdles that are forced on us
Right.
that you can't just have that free thought mind anymore.
Right.
All right. If you could go back
There you go.
in time
Oh
to your
shit.
younger self
Okay.
and give any advice, just one piece of advice, you can choose what age you give it to yourself. When and what?
If I could go back to any time in my life
Mm-hmm.
and like, okay, replace the moment, like fix that.
Yeah, anything you think is like the most important pivotal moment that you could like grab yourself and say, hey, don't do this or do this.
Right.
You know?
I gotta keep it a bean too, don't I? Like I just can't sit there and come up with some bullshit.
No.
I gotta tell the truth,
You want the
I
real?
gotta tell the truth.
Tell the truth, bro, for real.
It might make me do
Well,
it. It
let's
might make me do it. I might get it.
That's what I was talking about. It's okay to be vulnerable.
Right.
We all said it.
Okay, look. If I could go back and change any motherfucking moment in my life, it would be the time that I left the mother of my child. I'm going to respect everything and not say a name, but you know, the place and you know, how it happened. Right. No. See, y'all, stop it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. They didn't mean it. Okay. But she knows who she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we were in Tulsa, and this happened, man, a minute ago. About 10, 11, 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? If not more.
Yeah.
And it was one of those situations where, again, like, my behavior was affecting her quality of life. She didn't want me to go. You know what I mean? But it was one of those situations where it was like, I love this woman more than life itself, but I still wasn't ready to, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I keep saying this shit again, the women just don't lie.
Yeah.
Keep it a bean. Tell me the truth. And sometimes, like, that telling the truth, it do work, but it comes, something come with that. You know what I mean?
It's hard as, one of the hardest things as a man is to be like, okay, that happened, and I'm gonna put myself back in that situation and try to still be with this person. Because it's hard as fuck to trust after you've had a certain line crossed.
I knew I couldn't be what she needed right then.
Yeah, and you
know
were
what I'm saying?
mature enough to know that.
Right.
and see that.
So I mean, it for a while, like it was hard. You know what I'm saying? On both of us, because we were, you know what I'm saying? We were so, you know, that was the first time I got it right. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I had the right girl. You know, the kid. We got the house, the dog, the cars. Like everything was really moving the way I needed it to move. You know what I'm saying? But once again, me being me, moving outside of my perimeter, you know what I'm saying? Going here, doing this, ripping and running that, and it just got to a point to where it was just like, I knew, like, okay, like, I know, you know, like, it's to a point where they're just like, okay, we're gonna, you know, it's for the kid now. But when it gets there, sometimes it even gets worse. You know what I mean? Because the kids can tell when. They're like, okay, we all used to sit in here and watch, you know, sit down, eat popcorn, everything. Now, daddy come home, he go in the room and he eat his popcorn in there. And kids see that. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, if I wouldn't have done it the way that I did, like our relationship, like we wouldn't be as, you know, as cool as we are now. You know, because I see him now. I'm like, hey, what's up? They're like, get your ass away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like my baby mama be swinging, get your ass away from me. Get back. Get back, call your kid. Get away from me. Get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Kicking at me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? It's all love with him. You know what I mean?
I remember the day that I got the paper that after 25 years of paying child support, I was completely free of it.
Child support.
What a day that was.
Let me tell you my child support story.
It
Let me tell you my child support story.
was a good day.
Oh.
It took a
Good
long
day.
time to get there.
Yeah.
My
You've
son
been
was
with me
born
for a long time.
96. Okay. Child support starts when he's born, 96. I'm 16. I couldn't even sign my son's birth certificate because I was a minor. I could not sign my son's birth certificate. I could not put my name on my son's birth certificate because I was a minor. Okay?
So does your guardian put it?
No.
No. So you
No. I'm having to do all that shit now because I just recently got my Indian card. So we're going to have to go back and do
That
all
way
of that
they-
shit. Oh, yeah, my firstborn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what the fuck was I just saying?
96.
Uh-huh.
birth certificate.
Ah,
That's what happens at
What
the
she said?
smoker room, y'all.
The 96, your
She
child
came
support
in
started.
late. She's
okay,
on
child support, okay. So it started in 96, right? Now, I didn't know that I was on child support because at this time, I'm still taking my son back and forth to Lincoln Daycare. Me and the baby mama are cool, you know, everything's, you know, copacetic. I even bought my son a Dalmatian, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything was going cool.
Yeah.
And mind you, I was only fucking 16 years old. But I was going to school and I worked at the fucking Apple Market on 6th Street You know what I'm saying? Me, Miss Brenda, Alexis Maida. Hey,
Alexis.
she's on there. Where's Alexis Maida? Yes, I worked with her mother for 18,000 years, and yes, Miss Brenda used to hit me with frozen pizzas all the time, but I love them to death. Okay, now,
Good job.
yeah. So, I'm 16. I'm still doing the thing with Devon or whatever, and everything's moving cool. Okay, well then me and her split up, and then that's when I met Vicky. You know, and I met Vicky at Buckets. You know what I'm saying? And so everything had moved from there, and the fucking we moved to Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I hadn't heard anything about any child support, anything, because I had still been taking care of Devon. I'd still been sending his mom money, still doing everything. I turned 21, and I'm at my apartment in
5 years.
Fayetteville. Yeah, I'm at my apartment in Fayetteville. Okay, so knock on the door. You know, and I'm like, nobody fucking comes over here. Who the fuck is at the door? So I don't even look at the people. I just swung the fucking door open, and it's Sebastian County, and I'm like, ooh, I didn't know, motherfucker, you from Fort Smith. Why are you in Fayetteville? You know what I'm saying? I'm spooked, like, what are you doing here?
Y'all coming down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why are you knocking on this door and I'm in here and I'm from where that badge belongs to, sir?
What?
That mother said you Brian Woodard, I'm like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Did I win something?
He said, you gonna give me a letter or some cuffs, motherfucker. How you gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. And he was like, well, Mr. Woodard, we got a warrant for your arrest. He said, it's nothing, it's just a child support warrant. We gotta take you down to
Body
Fort Smith.
attachment.
No, this is what a bitch got me. This is what a bitch got me. Yeah, I don't remember your name. You bitch, this is where you got me. Look, the motherfucker say, well, it's just a child support warrant. It just says, he showed me. He says right here, it's just $1,500 bond. I'm like, so that's $150 to a bond. And he's like, yes, sir, we got you. Man, my mind, come on, man, let's go. Come on, yeah.
Easy as possible. No, you can have 1,500.
Man, we got in that motherfucker.
30 days.
Gee. Look, I said, look.
I know.
Look how they did it.
Shit.
I walked in that motherfucker, I sat down in the booth, they took all my little information, they asked me if I was suicidal, all that shit. And I said, man, how much is my out? Look, I'm over here. Look, you know you in the county. It's Sebastian, look you on the wall. Look, you going through the bonds number. Yeah. Shit.
Which one I want to go first?
You know what I'm saying? I called the motherfucker. I called 7 bondsmen. Them motherfuckers was chuckling. They said, what's your name? Brian Woodard. You know what I mean? You got $1,500 cash? No, you ain't getting out of jail. Man, fuck you, I'll call somebody else. Go ahead. Call somebody else. Same shit all the way across the board. I said, ma'am, come here. She came over, I said, ma'am, that deputy said that my bond was $1,500 and I got, what's wrong with these bonds? She said, baby, let me. She said, oh, baby, that's a cash bond. I said, what the fuck is a cash bond? She said, you got $1,500? I was like, no. She was like, baby, you're not going nowhere. And I was like,
dressed.
Yeah.
I was like, you mean $1,500 cash? She was like, yes, baby. I said, shit, my motherfucking sandwich, man. Listen,
And nobody tells you.
grab that little bag sandwich. Grab that bag sandwich and apple juice and took my punk ass upstairs, nigga. Now, this is the crazy shit about it because they kept me for no, when I went to court, this is when I was like, what the fuck? You're lying. Shit, they brought the paperwork out.
And you owe this much.
Yes, I'm sitting there and they're like, Mr. Woodard, do you know that you're on child support? And I was like, no, I did not. I didn't know that I was, I was supposed to send no money nowhere, nothing, none of that. No, I didn't know none of this. So then they're like, okay, well, this is the situation. You're on child support. You've been on child support since the child was born, but we could not serve you until you were 18. Then when you were 18, I left Fort Smith, which I did. You know what I'm saying? Gone.
Right.
And now we've caught you. And they were like, this is what you owe in arrears. Now, mind you, my child support payments were like $320 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $320 every 2 weeks. When that lady handed me that piece of paper, I was $46,000 in arrears, bro. That's what I owe. That's what I owed them, not the shit that was still coming.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what you owe. You know what I'm saying? And that lady looked at me. She was like, look, I'm just gonna, because at this point in time, like, I don't know. Yep. What's her name was president? Bill, Mr. Clinton. So Arkansas had extra funding.
Yeah.
Now the extra funding meant that Arkansas child support had their own vehicles. Real talk, like they had 2 or 3 Tauruses, a couple of vans, And the child support officers used to ride around and serve people. They didn't use the sheriff.
Right.
They used to ride around in the vehicle and then pow, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? And then they started using the sheriff's office. So they're like, well, you owe this in child support, whoop, 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 whoop. And they're like, do you have it? I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got a dime of it. But back over you go. This had 15 days. I'm like, shit, nigga, they sent me back to county. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I'm like, this nigga came in and still had blood on his face from beating the nigga up, and they let him go for $150. I'm like, nah, yeah. What did he say? He knocked the nigga eyeball out of his socket. He got a bond going home. And I'm in here, man. Hell no. I'm in this motherfucker looking at the commissary. It's like, what is this? How do I order this? How? How do I get soap, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Just not, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So, the next court date was off 15 days. And I remember the motherfuckers let me out the day that the court certified Bush as the winner for the president.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the second Bush. So whatever day that was, whatever year that was the day I walked out of Sebastian County. And I said I would never come back to this motherfucker again. Never come back to this son of a bitch again.
Most I've done there is 2 weeks, and it feels like a fucking lifetime.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that was back then. You know what I'm saying? That was way back in the gap. Yeah, that shit there was. But that's my child support story.
Is crazy because
they don't. Another thing about
you don't
child
have any
support
rights just because you pay child support as a father.
Mm-hmm.
They should have some kind of program that provides some kind of legal aid in that situation.
They do. They just don't have off aid too.
Well, because they
some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If they put you on child support,
they treat you like you're a criminal if you're on child support.
Right.
Like you owe them the money.
They automatically you're dead, be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they got my ass. They
you got to keep paying. Plus, they put the arrears on you, which is on top of your weekly
I had
payment.
to pay it all off.
And then interest on top of that.
I had to pay it all off. Like
you're
from
talking to the choir.
from 17. I'm not gonna bullshit you, Mike. Like I'm gonna look you dead in your motherfucking face, bro. I didn't get my first income tax until I was fucking. I just turned 37.
Yeah.
That was the first time I got an income tax. I was like, oh my god. Income tax, what, $300?
We had to
$300, nigga. $300 my income tax.
Injured spouse.
Yeah, we had to file injured spouse so that she kept her half. Otherwise,
crazy.
they'd take her half.
Right. That's
that's
fucking
how
crazy.
it works, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, but the end result was these motherfuckers had taken too much money. And I swear to God, you can ask my mom, like the letter came to my mother's house. The Office of Child Support Enforcement in Van Buren sent me a fucking check for $350 because they said I paid over in child support.
Mine was
Yeah, that's some shit.
Yep.
9,000.
I was gonna say close to, was it that much?
They sent it back?
Uh-huh.
They sent it back? Tell me
They
it's
had
too much?
been. Hey, and one time I had 2 cases, right? Because
Uh-huh.
different mamas.
Yeah.
And I was sending in both payments, and they were putting it all towards the one case.
Oh, shit.
I was about to go to work right before the youngest was born.
Mm.
My grandma pulled up. Don't go to work, son. They're looking for you.
For
So,
CPAs and body attachments, boy.
I got a hold of child support and got it all straightened out. But if I had went in, I'd have to pay $1,500 off that back just to.
Yeah.
That's
This
crazy.
is-
So
Yeah.
luckily, I just got a hold of them. I'm always
Oh
good at
yeah.
talking.
Because they issued another warrant because I over some shit, and I called down. I was like, look, I ain't gonna be able to make it. Whoop de whoop. She was like, well, what are we gonna do about this? And I was like, look, man, I can come to enforcement, but I can turn myself in because I already had the body attachment.
Right.
Now, usually they lock your ass up for fucking 30 days, but she only
She's
kept
like,
me in there a
you
week.
can
Yeah, she gave me a week, and then she came down. Cause she came down as a visitor, and she was like, Brian, I know you work. You get out there, you do something, to take care of this. Like, let's not make this a habit. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Because at that point in time, like, that time I went to jail, I was in there with a dude, and dude had another charge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was on parole for that charge. And then they found him guilty of non-support. And it automatically triggered his motherfucking his parole, violated him. Man, sent that boy back to the penitentiary for 8 fucking years.
That's crazy.
On child support, like the child support violated his, I was like, fuck. Woo! Yeah, man, that shit.
I remember getting, honestly, some weeks getting $0 checks after all the child support and
That's
taxes
crazy.
and
You know
insurance.
what you mean?
Zero.
Yeah.
It all came out.
I'm like, nigga, I worked 2 weeks and got 37 cents.
Yeah.
Out of a check that should be about $1,200-1,300.
I
None
didn't-
of it
The
there.
first check Michael got, well, like after we had got together, it was $20.
And that's how you know. We've been together 14 years.
There you go.
That's how you know she a real one.
There you go.
Because I didn't have shit when we got together.
There it is. Straight up.
Plus, many people like you were saying, I'm hard to live with. I'm hard to
Man,
see. I know she was over here shaking her head the
No,
whole
I
time you
am.
were talking about it.
Right?
Because that's how I am. All right, last question.
Yeah, here we go.
Is there any question you wish I'd asked you? This is your time to get anything. It's not just the people on here. This post afterwards. This could hit 1 million
Okay,
views.
say it again.
Is there any question you wish I had asked? Like, was there any question you were hoping I might have asked so you could talk about it, or something you wanted to promote, or like this is your time to shine?
My time to shine, this is all I want to say, man. I'm going to keep it a beat. Like, it's just a bunch of ugly shit going on out here in this world, man. Like, it's just some ugly shit. And you ain't got to be ugly like that. I mean, you could be a beautiful motherfucker with a attitude. You could have an ugly ass. Like, it don't take a lot to be courteous, man. It don't. You know what I'm saying? If you see a motherfucker and you think they're having a bad day, man, tell a joke. You know what I'm saying? Just, I mean, anything, man.
Just
like
today, me and Juju was at Wendy's, and lady ran out there. She's sweating. Hands us some food. We ain't even ordered yet. I'm on the app, and I was like, "Baby, that ain't mine." And so she's like, "Oh my God!" And she's running around. Well, she ended up bringing us our food out later.
Right.
And I took the time to be like, "Hey, sweetheart, you're doing a great job. Keep it up." Just the little things that could help someone else so easily.
Come on. Come on with it.
It's great to hear people from, because I remember you back then. I remember me back then.
Right.
Well, it's crazy how we mature certain, and then I see other motherfuckers that still living
Still fucked
that
up, doing
same
that same,
shit.
right. I don't get it. That's the shit.
And that don't mean that I don't get hot-headed sometimes,
Yeah.
or the wrong situation
Right,
get
right.
some traffic rage. Like
Right,
that shit
right.
still happens sometimes.
Right. But the overall.
It happened not too long ago.
Overall.
I'm tapping on dude's window. Roll your window down, motherfucker. But like, I don't live in that shit anymore.
But that's it, man. Just
All Rogers out, man.
I wish that
We
motherfuckers was just
She's just like,
enjoy
Enjoy
life, man. Like, this shit is,
Enjoy
it's
life.
not a game anymore. Like, y'all see the motherfucking hate that is spewed in this motherfucker daily. I don't give a fuck about no president. I don't give a fuck about no vice president. I give a fuck how a human treats a human. That's it. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
we're all the same.
Treat motherfuckers as you want to be treated. That's it. Respect people's opinions. And I look at this like opinions. Real shit. Like, this is America and this is how opinions work. Okay? This is America. This is how it go. Yes, this is America. You can say whatever the fuck you want. It don't make a fuck if it's bad, pornographic. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. This is America. But in that same motherfucking America, that same America, if a motherfucker disagree with your motherfucking opinion, they can walk up on you and bust your ass in the face, go to jail, pay a bond, and go home and deal with the consequences. So that's what I feel about opinions. Respect everybody's. That's it. Leave it alone. Respect everybody's opinion, whether you like it or not. You might not know how that man got that opinion. You might not know what made that man be pushed to think that way.
Right.
And then you gonna try to chastise because he think that way? You damn right they gonna run up in a motherfucking building, man. These motherfuckers ain't playing no more. For real. Come on.
A good analogy of that is I could take like a certain object out of this room and hold it up right now and ask her what she sees, ask you what you see.
Right.
And you're all going to say something different
Right.
because you got a different perspective, but you're all looking at the same thing.
Exactly.
And that's what he's saying, guys.
Exactly.
Very wise words.
The only motherfucker you treat different is a motherfucker that can fly in front of you. Yeah, and then you treat him different. Motherfucker just start levitating in front of you. Yes, you can treat him different. Because motherfuckers do that, they're not human. Yeah. Humans can't fly.
Be scared of those people. What's next for you?
What's next for me?
Yeah. Well, you just got back to town, right?
Yeah, I'm in the process of getting everything back up this way, man. Because like I said, my family just received our Indian cards. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to be, either in Arkansas, Oklahoma.
Now over there you can get...
Yeah. Over there, if I move over there, I'm butter. You know what I mean? I'm good. Land, all that. I'm good over there. Me, man, what I'm finna do is real simple. Man, I'm finna give me some land. Everybody knows that I breed Rottweilers. I have for the last 13, 14 years. If you need a Rottweiler, holler at me. I got little ones. I got big ones, small ones, little ones, big ones, thick ones, thin ones. I got them Rottweilers for you. You know what I mean? But that's me, my dogs, and my kids. That's it. Like, that's why I came home. Like, now I feel like I'm in a position to where I can gather stuff to leave my children. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been able to, I've been able to take care and do what I could, how I could for all of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But just now it's to that point where I'm just like, okay, well, if and when I do go, like, this needs to be over here for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some shit to where it's like,
there's certain things.
Yeah. Can't nobody, you can't do nothing with it. That's just there for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody sell it. Can't nobody get rid of it. That's just, that's where Daddy did. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't give a damn if it sat out there and rotted. It don't matter. It's theirs. You know what I mean? Straight up, sell it. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. But my thing is like
having a big plot of land.
Yeah,
I think is great now too. Like where you can put several houses, a family, right. A mile apart or a half mile apart.
I'm talking when the time you get to my gate, you're gonna be met by 7 Rottweilers right there in your face. 7 of them just looking at your little eyes, just hey, who are you? You better talk in the ring thing. You better come over the gate. The ring thing, yeah.
That old ring thing.
I tell you, better talk in. Hey, no, for real. Hey, look.
You'll be on the line.
Yeah, my Rottweilers know when that ding dong, when they hear that, shh, gone. Gone. As soon as she hear that ding dong, she know what that ring means. Somebody's at that door. When that thing goes off, it's food or somebody at the motherfucking door. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Well, I seen her face. We may be hollering at you.
I got you, man. I got you. Look, I just got my last female, and this will be the last. Well, no, I'm bullshit. It ain't gonna be the last female. But I spent a lot of money to get this damn dog because now I'm working on my own line. You know what I'm saying? So
then it'd be just that.
Right, like the male that I have now and the female that I have now are about to create my line of, Rottweiler puppies that, people will get a pedigree for my dogs. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at now. But she's coming to heat within the next month, this week, next week. She's due. So I'm really just waiting on that, So, yeah.
The best dog I ever had was a full-blood German Rock. And every night it would sleep at the foot of my bed.
Oh, yeah.
And would not let me shut the door. Like, had to have the door open.
Yeah, make sure there's something coming.
And anytime my dad or mom would walk in the kitchen, she would jump up and sit in my doorway and just growl until they went and laid back down.
Yeah,
she'd walk me to the bus stop.
You been mad.
That's something about bullies too. People got a bad idea about pit bulls. And
right.
If they're treated right, they are great animals to have. You can leave them playing with the kids and they'll corral them where they need to be. Just people take it the wrong way.
Right. It's all about how they train them too, you know what I'm saying, what the dogs go through emotionally too.
Yeah. And see, I grew up with a Rottweiler, so it's kind of like, the Rottweiler was kind of like my best friend when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was my mom's boyfriend. So it was just like when I got older, I was like, when I get older, I'm getting me one of them dogs.
Yeah.
And I motherfucking got a bunch of them other dogs. Went and got them, shit, So. But that's it for me, man. I'm really about to slow it down.
Bro, for real.
Man, hey, I appreciate you having me.
We'll have to do it again when Juju's up.
You damn so right. You damn so right. 'Cause me and
Maybe
Mario got some stories when we worked at Sonic. We used to work at Sonic together.
He still works at
Still work
Sonic.
at Sonic.
No shit.
Maybe
That's the
ask.
only place he ever worked.
See, he lived with us for many years before, and then he took off to Texas.
Hell
He was supposed to do better.
Right.
He got away, and he did
Right.
worse while he was down there.
Right.
But something, man, the cosmic shit and
Right.
the vibrations. One night, something told me to call him, and we were talking, and he's like, I could tell,
Right.
like he was just
Going
need
through
to
it.
come home,
Right.
and he was like, yeah, man, I'd like to come home. And I was like, shit, I'll come get you, bro.
Right.
I drove
14 hours there.
17, I think,
Yeah.
straight there and
Yeah.
back to get his ass. And it was a month, 2 months, couple months when Pops passed away.
It was a really short amount of time.
Yeah,
No,
not very long at all.
Right.
I'm
Right
so
after.
glad that something told
Right.
me that like go get
While
this
he was
dude.
here, yeah.
You know, you're gonna need him in your life.
That's
And
a
I'd already
fucking
started this.
bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to hit it?
Fuck. Hell yeah. What you mean you want to hit it? I thought it was a stage prop.
it's
Fire
a
that big
footage.
motherfucker up. God damn, look at that.
Maybe you get some water.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of a.
Look at that bitch.
Everybody that comes on here, usually somebody will be like, have them hit the phone. I forgot all about it.
Hey, yeah, let me get that.
Shout out to my nephew, Zach, gifted me. A lot of stuff has been gifted to me for this room.
No shit.
Like this Kurt Cobain,
Okay.
this John Lennon, like this here, 25 plus years old. That Jimi Hendrix over there, about 27 years old. That one's that old.
Got the Rolling Stone.
The Beatles, I love the Beatles.
Okay, Elvis Presley.
And then we got the one of a kind, Mike and Shay Smoker and Skateboard guys.
There you go.
Since we changed the name, one day that's going to be worth a lot of money.
There you go.
But yeah, man, we just keep adding.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me. And like I said, man, hey, y'all got a business. He's got wall space here, man.
Hey,
Rent y'all something.
Real talk.
Get you a 3x8 or 4x7 inch space. Like, hey man, how much for a 4x8 inch space? And zoom in on it when you guys take a break.
I
Zoom
will
in.
work with you.
There you go. Yeah, make that happen, man. Come on, the smoke
Just grabbing
room.
that water.
The smoke room, four in the dub. Smoke room, four in the dub.
At the Smoker and 420, guys, it is the most lit YouTube handle out there. I don't know how I got the Smoker and 420 as a handle,
I
but
don't know, but I'm high as groceries.
man, it's something I say all the time.
I didn't know how much you
Yeah, she bought she bought a tub of water.
They say how much, man. She said
Thank
first
you.
water, man.
Thank you.
You're right.
Look, I wouldn't even know how to fill that motherfucker up. Is that a straw?
Pretty
have
much.
to,
It's like a rubber
Holy
hose.
shit. I've never in my life seen a bong that motherfucking
You
big.
probably did get a good
Look at that
amount.
shit. Hell yeah, look at that motherfucker.
We get that one.
I've been spending
Yeah,
money
but
since
it's
we got here.
Yo, man, staying here one of these somewhere, man.
If I fall out, you got me.
me.
Look at them bubbles. Whoa, shit. Feel like a vacuum.
All right, baby, thank you.
Oh, hell no.
You're a great, great woman.
You blow me up.
All right.
This motherfucker is huge.
Got a video of my father-in-law hitting this.
That's it.
That motherfucker's huge, bro.
All right,
That's
so I don't know how
fucking
good your
loud.
lungs are.
Shit, I'm feeling test them.
I can hit it and pull it all the way up.
Well, it's yours, Mike. Of course
That's
you
what I'm
can.
saying. Most people, I tell them to pull it up a couple times and
Yeah.
breathe in between,
Okay.
and
it
then
ain't
pull the
fair.
carb and torch. Probably best to use the torch.
You're gonna burn it.
What?
Blast it.
Oh, you saw me too. That's it.
Son of a bitch.
Takes a lot to get it up. Mike and Juju smoke room, y'all. Historic moment.
Oh,
shit.
You got it up there. Yeah.
I ain't no bunk bitch. I ain't no bunk bitch. I ain't no bunk bitch. I ain't no bunk bitch.
Y'all heard it right here, guys. Let's go.
Might be bunk bitch. Might be bunk bitch.
That was stupid, man.
Who is the smoker there?
Yeah. Pull that card, but it'll come up. You ready? And I'm just gonna pull it whenever you hit it again.
Okay, here go the big one.
You got it, big dog.
My skull's itching.
Shit, I might have to drive.
Miss Ho, you won.
You what?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck me!
Hey,
It's harsh.
Oh god!
Still coming.
That's it right there, guys.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Baby, respect that motherfucker, that boy.
Man, it was good to see certain people on here.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna need some water and shit.
You got some? There's still some.
How do you?
By the time it gets up there, man, it's
I already know,
hard.
man. I'm not fucking around.
That's more hit it one time to
Right.
come on the show and then leave it alone.
Hey man, the smoke room.
Y'all already know, guys.
Yeah. That was astronomical, brother. It has been my pleasure, my guy.
It's been awesome, bro.
Anytime, I'm in town, let me know. I'll come back by. We can do it. It's nothing.
Hey, it's awesome meeting you, bro. Hit me up if you're
Oh,
ready.
I will. Man, I do. Definitely.
We got about 4 different names and conspiracies.
Oh, he gonna come back with that shit.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Believe that.
You'll like Juju too.
Yeah.
He's a trip.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, man.
All right.
Over the dub. And we out.
Hey, as always, it's your boy and your host, Mike. Hey, help us out by sharing. Get that algorithm kicked in its ass, guys. Get this community built up.
Right.
We'll see y'all in the next one. Get out there and spread love, positivity. Get out of that box and go for your dreams, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.